Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com.
Skull!
There we go.
Skull! Well. Ooh-wee. Skull! How about this, Robbie? Brings a tear to my eye. He's been winning all day. This guy's a goat in my heart. Look at how beautiful. And like the South Park meme, and it's gone. We just become best friends.
With Hans wide open.
What's up, and welcome into the Ultimate Autographs live break room. Ricky the Rain Man Widmer along with Steven Ryan. Go Cubs, go.
Go Cubs, go, baby. Let's go.
Another day, another dub.
Yeah,
here in the world for Cubs fans.
Just in the miraculous of ways.
Is this what, like, Dodger fans and Yankee fans usually feel like year after year?
I think so.
They just expect their team to win and be at the top of the division.
But then their teams do it.
Yes,
You know, that's the thing. That their teams do it.
Now we got to see, like, if this Cubs team makes it to the playoffs, can we do what those teams usually do and go on more than just one round?
We'll see.
But we got a great show for you guys. Tons of stuff in the room. How about new diamonds, Steven? Not a single box has been touched in these diamonds. Let's take a look. Before I set up the show, I'm going to show off these diamonds. The Move the Chain diamonds is what they are called. How about Kurt Warner on an authentic, Bo Nix flex in the room, Josh Allen on the slate flex. We got Saquon Barkley. We got Terrell Davis. How about Steve Young speed flex? Jay Jetta's on the Winter Warrior. Baker Mayfield on that Chrome speed flex. Marshall Falk Rave. Derrick Henry Chrome speed flex as well. Antonio Gates, AJ Green, Brian Thomas Jr., and Jim Kelly round out this series. Not a single box taken, Steven. And Dom said it yesterday, and he was absolutely right. With the vault, we dropped the new vault. He said, you want to jump in now because I know ratios, it's like, but I want that Derrick Henry, but the odds aren't in my favor. Well, the odds are always in your favor because we did that vault. Literally the first box Dom open, best helmet in the series, in my opinion, the triple signed Falcon lid right away. So that Derrick Henry, that Steve Young, that Josh Allen, whichever the helmet is the one you want, could be coming out of the next box. Right now, you're guaranteed that any helmet can come out of that first box.
True that.
So we are going to set up our show like we normally do. It's got to be 6 or higher on the dice roll. You know my guess. It's always 7. What's your guess on the dice roll?
10.
Well, it can't be 4. It has to be 6 or higher.
Oh, 11.
Ooh, how about 11? Steven got the closest today. One-upped me. So where is our dice roll? So I can put that in. And then for the chase, Steven, let's spin the wheel. Me and the wheel, usually I don't spin the wheel enough. Tonight, we'll spin the wheel, see what we have for our chase. And the chase is going to be... Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. How about we get that... we get some Kevin Garnett on the trophy, maybe Dirk Nowitzki on a license jersey. We're going to be chasing the basketball
Okay,
for
nice.
tonight. So basketball is the chase. If you're new, what does that mean? You're like, chase, what is this? Meaning any basketball break that we do tonight has to be done. You can't just buy in and get on it. We have to actually break the boxes. Every basketball break we do, you'll be put on a list. At the end of the show, we'll randomize that list, top spot draw, and the numero uno, acknowledge them as the tribal chief. They'll be going to the 1 to 100 wheel to win a gift card here from UA. So basketball is literally what we are chasing tonight. Steven, I'm going to ask you, do we have any pre-fills?
Not at the moment, no.
Ooh. One of the things I hate to hear to start the show is negative Ghost Rider. No pre-fills, but
Well, I
that's
didn't say that
okay.
specifically, but
Well, to start the show, no
Yes.
pre-fills, yeah. Really hate to hear that, but that's okay. We can see what's going on in the room. These diamonds that I just showed you. Didn't show you the vidges, though. Here's the Derrick Henry. Kind of a different looking purple on the chrome that I'm digging. Looks like it's got that gold chrome logo as well. Usually they've got the silver chrome logo, but loving the gold with the purple. Kind of almost that same shade of purple we saw in the Jay Jetta's chrome in the last diamond breaks that we had. Ronnie and Slocko, if you're wearing pants, yes. And he said, let's fire something up tonight. Late night was on ripping. Yeah, you guys kept the boys on late last night. About 1:30, 2 o'clock, the
good for
boys
them.
were on. Looking to have a great show again tonight. And here is that Baker Mayfield on the chrome flex as well. The creamsicle orange chrome on this one. So it's got that creamsicle orange. Almost looks like a Bucks lid if you... Or not a Bucks lid, a Bengal lid if you looked at it too fast. But it is definitely a Buccaneers chrome with that old creamsicle chrome logo on that one. We also have in the room the vault. Our vault has 24 boxes, 14 headliners, 2 vault keys. And what are vault keys? They are 2 boxes. Letters B and E are what we have left. One's going to have a $100 gift card. The other's going to have a $300 gift card. If you win the helmet inside, it has a vault key. You get to choose which box, and you'll win whatever value is inside. 100, 300, still left out there. But the 14 headliners we have left, how about Randy Moss on the old school Patriot Speed Flex? How about Josh Allen on a Chrome Speed Flex? Saquon Barkley Chrome Speed Flex? Nico Collins on that ripped not two-tone, but it's got that like blue and red and then the black and white kind of overlaying each other. Kind of the same style as that Steve Smith that was in the High Roller this past week. We have LaDainian Tomlinson on the rep lid, Steve Young authentic, Kurt Warner on the rep lid, Bo Nix authentic, Derrick Henry authentic, George Kittle on the authentic, and then on the authentic Winter Warrior, how about Jay Jetta's Justin Jefferson, Terrell Suggs, James Cook, Michael Vick, round out this vault in our listed headliner section. This is that Nico Collins. Love this design on the custom. Got the custom design, custom logos. Got a little bit of that standard logo, what it looks like, the black and white on the other side. It's got Collins across the top. Ooh-wee. And a red visor to boot. And then we got our chromes. Here's that two-tone Saquon Barkley chrome going from the eagle green down to the silver. And we also have the MVP, Josh Allen, two-tone chrome, red down to silver, red visor on that to boot. So tons of great lids. The only headliner gone in the first Don vault is going to be that triple-signed Falcon lid. Every other headliner is there up for grabs in the vault. We also have our practice squad under $50 a spot in the single for headliners like Eli Manning on the Mini, Tony Gonzalez, Edgerrin James, Aiden Hutchinson, Aaron Donald, and Da Bersh on all of those are authentic. So Gonzalez, James, Hutchinson, Donald, Bears Hall of Fame, all of those are going to be authentics. We also got Sterling Sharp and Garrett Wilson in the listed headliner section. So, I mean, getting an authentic for buying one spot into the single, grabbing an authentic for under $50 is an absolute steal anywhere. And you can get that in the practice squad with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 authentics still up for grabs. We have our chase for tonight, which is the basketball. We've got Karl Malone on the licensed jersey, Dirk Nowitzki on the licensed jersey, also the Truth, Paul Pierce as well. All three of those, Malone, Nowitzki, and Pierce, are on licensed jerseys. Still got Shaq, the big Shaqtus, the big Aristotle. What's another nickname that he had? The Shaqtus, he had the big Aristotle, the Shamrock or the Shaq Rock.
Yeah,
and,
pretty much.
The Celtics, he's still there on the custom jersey. We got Kevin Garnett, speaking of Shamrocks, the Celtics, Larry O'Brien trophy here in the room. Also the Answer. We got the Truth, but also the Answer. Allen Iverson on the Funko Pop. And then basketball-wise, Steve Nash, Dwayne Wade, Damian Lillard, James Harden, and is the Tyrese Maxey still here? I got a box covering my... I got the diamond box
Yes, it
covering.
looks like Tyrese Maxey
Okay.
is still there, along with Tyler Hero, Tony Parker, and Dominique Wilkins on
Thank
the
you,
secondary
thank
name.
you. So Maxey, Hero, Wilkins, and then also Tony Parker still here. The last three in our listed headliner section. We also have got our black and blue half and half in the room. 22 boxes, 14 headliners here in the black and blue. One thing I forgot, and remiss to say, practice squad, 19 boxes, 8 headliners. And then in the basketball, we have 24 boxes, 14 headliners. So similar ratios for basketball in the black and blue half and half, 22 with 14 headliners. Here in the black and blue half and half, and if you're wondering what's a black and blue, these are going to be helmets with minor imperfections, maybe little tiny nick on the top, might be missing a COA, missing a pad inside, a little bit of bubbling on a logo. Nothing that can't be fixed on the lid, but these are things where they're not pristine enough to put in the diamonds, but hey, they're still good enough to display for a little bit lower than a price than you might see in the other breaks. 14 headliners. How about Emmitt Smith on the flex? We got Brian Urlacher flex, Kurt Warner flex, Bo Jackson flex, Baker Mayfield on the flex, Randy Moss on the flex, Jay Jetta's flex, the dangerous Russell Wilson flex. We also got Darrelle Revis authentic, Derrick Henry authentic, and Edgerrin James authentics left here. Listed headliners, we got the QB killer Warren Sapp, we got Marcus Allen, and we've got the single season rushing record holder still single season rushing record holder Eric Dickerson left here in the black and blue half and half. Taking a look at what we got here is the Baker Mayfield that is still left, that ripped creamsicle. Looking absolutely beautiful. Been waiting to see someone pull this lid out. We've got the Jay Jettas on the chrome here in the room. Like I was saying, that just a little bit different shade of purple from the Derrick Henry and the diamonds, but still the same style of chrome here in the break room. We still have Bo Jackson on that gold chrome, the gold satin chrome on the Speed Flex here in the break room. We still have Randy Moss as well. This is my favorite lid in the room. It fades from that purple chrome back to the silver. Looking absolutely sick with that silver visor and silver face mask. Would love to see this one out on the table. We also have Emmitt Smith still available on that satin chrome for the Cowboys. And then last but not least, the Fitzy has been pulled. And then last but not least, the Kurt Warner here on the chrome for the LA Rams. So some absolutely sick speed flexes still left here in that black and blue half and half. Let's get into it. And then last but not least, we've got our jerseys, which jerseys were down to 19 boxes, 7 headliners. Headliners like Alvin Kamara, Jamar Chase, Joe Montana, Jamison Williams, Adrian Peterson to round out our photoed headliners. And then we have Kenneth Walker the third and the freak Javon Curse in the listed headliner section. And then for our minis are going to be $50 a spot, but every mini break is a double box break, meaning we're opening up 2 boxes. In the minis, we got 3 boxes left, 2 headliners. So we're guaranteeing 1 headliner will at least come out in the next break.
Yeah.
At least 1, because we're down to 3, only 1 bonus banger. So at least 1 headliner is coming out in the next break. Roger Staubach and Michael Vick. Staubach photoed, Vick listed. One of those 2 is coming out in the next break, but there is a chance both come out in the next break as well. So let's get that minis all wrapped up. Looking like we'll have a double and then a single break to end up those minis. So, Steven, with that being said, that's what we got in the room. What's your favorite item? Because basketball, no lids in the basketball, obviously.
I mean, that Nico Collins in the vault, I kind of want to see that. That's what I just want to see.
Let me see. Let me pull that up one more time for him. The Nico Collins. Like I said, that same style. We had Steve Smith in the high roller. That was the same style as this. However, in the vault, you ain't got to get into the vault for the same money that the high roller is.
Mm-hmm.
A lot less of a buy-in point for the vault, and you can get your hands on this Nico Collins. Absolutely sick lid in the room. Nico, you'd say the number 1 wide receiver in Houston. It's Nico over Tank Dell, right?
Well, yeah, Tank Dell's hurt.
No,
But I think Nico and Stroud have that special rapport.
Mm-hmm.
That's a sneaky guy I'll be looking to pick up in fantasy this year.
Looking at the chat, Ronnie says, how does this work? I'm new here. Well, Ronnie, how it works is, so if you go to, I'm going to put this link right here. This is going to be our live break page. So let me put the live break page out there. And this is for everyone who's new. Click that link that I put out there. This is our live break page that has all of our different series in it. The diamonds, those are going to be all authentics and better. The vault will be speed flexes, authentics with a sprinkling of reps in there as well. Practice squad is going to be authentics, reps, minis. It's our football mixer. Jerseys, minis, might see some slab cards, authentics, and then some reps in the practice squad. Basketball is going to be all NBA items, from basketballs to jerseys to the unique Funko Pops and trophies. Black and blue, half and half, is going to be authentics and speed flexes. But like I said, black and blue, those are going to have some minor imperfections. And then last but not least, jerseys are just jerseys. Minis are just mini helmets. All you do is sign up, make an account on the website. Then you want to get into a break, you add how many spots. All of our breaks for right now are 8-spot breaks. So once the break fills, so like, let's see, what are we closest on here? I saw a 6. So like 6 to go in the double box vault. Once we sell out these remaining 6 boxes, boom, we'll be doing a break here in the room. That's where I'll pull up the list. I'll do all the jazz. Ask you for the box number. Get the box number. Randomize the list. You'll get a random division in the football breaks. And then we break open the box. If the helmet coming out is in the division that you have, you're going to win the lid. I will say, Ronnie, just so you know, the disclaimer for us is it is a live drawing for every break, guys. Not a guaranteed win here in the break room. So for the double box break, 2 helmets or 2 items will be coming out. Quad 4 will be coming out. Single only 1. So whatever the helmet comes out, for example, the one I got on the table, Steven, we got Peyton Manning on that Hydro Speed Flex that was in the last Diamonds. If we were doing a break, this helmet came out. Whoever was in the AFC West would be the winner of this beautiful lid. And everything we've got in the room, guys, remember, is certified. Everything's got a COA. This one, Fanatic Cert on the back. And also, Ronnie, welcome into the room. Who's the squad, Ronnie? Who do we root for? Whether it's basketball, baseball, football. What are the squads that we root for? And I'd be remiss if I didn't say already, welcome into the UA break room. So it's looking like 6 to go on a couple breaks. That's 4 to go. We got 4 to go in the practice squad single, which is our closest break. And I would say for a newcomer, Steven, jerseys are usually like, I want to see how it works. Jerseys are the lowest price point. Then it's kind of like, oh, the minis, you level up to the minis. I'll say this, practice squad might be the new level 2 because it's like, well, you know what? I can get into that practice squad for this one, $48 a spot in that single, and I can get a chance of winning an authentic lid for $48 a spot.
It's possible. It's possible.
That's if it was me and I was new, I'd be jumping into that practice squad. I'd say, hey, you know what? $48, yet again, everyone's budget's different. Don't break the bank here. But I'd be jumping in saying, okay, you know what? $48, I can swing that to see how this works. Get in, get at least one spot, get a chance at an authentic lid, especially if you're a Lions fan. Aiden Hutchinson's out there. If you're a Bears fan, that Bears Hall of Fame lid has like 9 or 10 signatures on that bad boy. I think it's 9 from what I was told on Friday from Robbie. I think there's a mistaking in our listing, and Dan Hampton was just listed twice. Don't think there's two Dan Hampton autos on that lid. There's no space left for anyone else to sign because Dan Hampton is huge.
He takes up room.
We were talking about it on Friday, Steven. I'll show this off. Robbie and I were talking about it. I think what they did with this Bears authentic was they had Dan Hampton sign it first. So, okay, Dan, use as much space as you want, and then have everyone else sign around it, because if you had people sign the helmet, Dan might not have any room for his auto. And I wonder if Dan was like, can I put the Danimal inscription? They had to say, no, sorry, Dan, we can't have the Danimal on there. That's way too much room. We got 8 other signatures to put on this lid. The other thing I'm noticing, too, and I saw this on a Mike Singletary recently, a couple people are utilizing the inside of the C for the Bears now.
Not a bad idea.
Mike Singletary now is putting HOF in the middle of the C instead of right next to his name. But some great lids out here in the practice squad. Tony Gonzalez authentic, Edgerrin James authentic, Aiden Hutchinson authentic Rave. You got Aaron Donald on the old school Ram authentic, Bears Hall of Fame. That's also the Rave authentic. Great break here in the break room. And Thunder Lord saying, let's get going on the practice squad. I'm in it. So 4 to go in that practice squad single. I'm gonna drop the link. So practice squad single, 4 spots left. So 4 spots left. We are halfway to go to breaking that practice squad. And like I said, that's the closest break. Looks like we're 4 to go in that. And then we've got a sprinkling of, the minis are second. We got 5 to go in the minis. After that, a sprinkling of breaks. That are 6 to go. We've got let's see, if I'm scrolling up here, we got 6 to go in the double box vault. We got 6 to go in the quad vault. And I thought there was one more that was 6, unless my eyes deceived me. And an 8 was looking like a 6, and I think that might be right. So we got 1 that's at 5, 1 that's at 4, 2 that are at 6.
Yes, Sal. The quad break has 4 helmets that come out. 4 helmet boxes will have in there. And then Thunder says, crap, I'm in the double. So, Thunder, if you're in the double, I can convert it to 2 singles if that's what you want.
That can happen.
That can happen.
Yet again, I will say the full transparency that I like to do is you don't have to feel like, oh, man, I'm going to be waiting a long time. Practice squad double will eventually fill. It's all, do you want to have 2 shots an item, one division, but 2 boxes opening up? Or would you rather have 2 divisions with only 1 box opening up? But if you want to move your 1 in the single Thunder, 2 then 2 spots in the single, we can absolutely do that for you. You would just let us know. Sale in the practice squad. Not everything that comes out will be an authentic. In the practice squad, you're going to have, now the headliners I listed of Tony Gonzalez, Edgerrin James, Aiden Hutchinson, Aaron Donald, and the Bears Hall of Fame. Those are for sure authentic lids. But within that practice squad, could get a jersey that comes out. We could get a mini that comes out. Could be an authentic, but also could be a rep lid. Could be some slab cards in there. So it is a full-on practice squad football mixer, meaning any of those items could come out. So do not want to lie to anyone and make you think that, oh, for sure an authentic is coming out. No, could be a jersey, could be a mini, a slab card, a rep lid, but also could be one of those authentics here in the practice squad. And Thunder's saying he'll stay where he's at. Which
Okay.
I'd say okay. It's all the choice. It's the, okay, do I want 1 division, but I have 2 shots at that division? Or do you want 2 divisions, but only 1 item coming out? It is a matter of preference. And then Sal saying, okay, no problem, Sal. Timothy Sievert, or should I say Bobby Boucher, in the room. He said, Timothy Sievert saying he believes he's in the quad and the double vault.
I have
If you wouldn't mind
saying that.
confirming.
Is that
Yeah, that's Timothy Sievert.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't have you in the double.
Okay. So we got you in the quad, correct? But
Yep.
not in the double? Mm-hmm. So got you in the quad, not in the double. So if you're wanting to get into that. And what up, Mr. A. Luigi in the room, Gear Prophet, saying, good evening, fellas. Did I miss the top to bottom? Gear, you did, but guess what? Because I'm so nice, how about I give you another one because you asked. Right now, we got diamonds, brand new diamonds in the room, guys. 30 boxes. None of them have been touched. All 30 boxes are out there. Photo headliners like Kurt Warner Authentic, Bo Nix Flex, Josh Allen on the Flex, Saquon Barkley Authentic, Terrell Davis Authentic, Steve Young on the Flex, Jay Jetta's Authentic, Baker Mayfield Flex, Marshall Falk Authentic, Derrick Henry Speed Flex, and then Antonio Gates, AJ Green, Brian Thomas Jr., and Jim Kelly in the listed headliner section. Like I said, every headliner available, all 14 headliners there. We have 30 boxes, 30 of 30 boxes out there. Some of the videos we got, this is what that Derrick Henry Speed Flex looks like, that chrome with the gold Speed Flex. And then how about a Baker Mayfield creamsicle chrome here in the room still? 2 of the, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Speed Flexes in this series. Remember, guys, diamonds means authentics are better. So you're only going to get an authentic or a flex here in the diamonds. No reps, nothing below an authentic here in the diamonds. Moving on along, we have our vault break. The only headliner gone is that triple sign Falcons lid. Otherwise, we got Randy Moss on the Patriot Flex, Josh Allen on the Speed Flex, Saquon Barkley Flex, Nico Collins Flex. How about LaDainian Tomlinson on the rep, Kurt Warner on the rep, Steve Young Authentic, Bo Nix, Derrick Henry, George Kittle, Authentic, and then Jay Jetta's on the Winter Warrior Authentic here in the photo. Terrell Suggs, James Cook, and Michael Vick in the listed headliner section still out there. Looking at that Nico Collins Flex, the custom Flex here in the room. This is still available. And then we've got the Saquon Barkley two-tone chrome, along with the Josh Allen, the MVP two-tone chrome. The 2 guys that were in the running for that MVP, Saquon Barkley and Josh Allen, still here in the vault. Vault has 24 boxes left, 14 headliners left, and also 2 vault keys. So B and E are left, One of them's got $100. The other one has $300. If you win a box that has the vault key in it, you'll choose either B or E and get yourself either $100 or $300 to use in the UA break room. We also have the practice squad, our football mixer. Football mixer has 19 boxes, 8 headliners left. Those headliners include Eli Manning on the Camo Mini. We've got Tony Gonzalez, Edgerrin James, Aiden Hutchinson, Aaron Donald, and Da Bears Hall of Fame lid. All of those are on authentic lids. And then we have Sterling Sharp and Garrett Wilson in the listed headliner section. Sal saying, I want to join a break. What are the chances you guys are going to rip a quad break tonight? Well, Sal, really depends on how many people get into the quad.
Yeah, does anyone else want to join Sal in one?
I mean, the best indicator, Sal, the best thing is usually when someone goes out, hey, I'll get a spot in the quad if somebody else does, that usually people go, you know what? I'll get into a quad. Because there's people out there that are like, oh, man, I want to get into that quad.
I mean, I'm just going to say, we just hopped on, Sal. We're not going anywhere for a while.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, this is it's not a double standard, but it's just like, we're just looking at each other.
Yeah.
We're not doing anything like, I mean, someone gets a spot, it makes it look closer, then it makes more people want to play, et cetera, et cetera.
I do get
and it's not like you lose your spot. I get you want to see it. I understand that aspect, but this is the conundrum portion. At least he's putting it out there. At least you're putting it out there.
That's the best thing, because there's a psychology to this where it's like there are people like Sal that are thinking in their head, oh, I want to get into that vault quad, but I don't want to buy it and then have to wait. You put it out there, say, hey, I'm going to buy in. Will other people buy in? That's usually when others go, hey, you know what? Cool. He's jumping in. I'll jump in. Maybe someone else will jump in. Boom, that boulder gets rolling. And then Timothy Sievert asking again, don't apologize, Tim, you're all good. Wants to know if he's in the black and blue.
He is not.
Single.
I do not have him.
You are not in the black and blue single. Luigi, we got the continuing on with the breakdown.
You have a practice squad. He just closed it.
Practice squad single coming up?
Yep.
So I will pause on this, Luigi. If there's a different break you want to know, let me know. I'll let you know what's left because we got a break to happen. We got a practice squad single number 4, number 6, number 6.
Number 6.
So if Ronnie's still here, this is how a break works. Not the number sign, not $6. I'm looking at number 6. So after a break happens, here's a list of everyone that's in there. Well, I've got Aaron, James, Christian, Mark, William, Angie, Anthony. One box number here in the single. Box numbers are right below us on our ticker. One person that's in the break. Aaron, James, Christian, Mark, William, Angie, Luigi, Anthony. Gear saying, NFC North, baby. Sending it out to the universe. I believe you meant universe, not the, Universide.
Universide?
So one box number is all I need. We could also say wheel, but Anthony
He says full.
is saying foe. He wants to see number 4. He called for the NFC North. He's given the Brett Favre number out here in the practice squad. So let me take 4 off our ticker so no one calls it again. Then I take the 8 names in the list. I come over here to our randomizer. I put you 4 in. And we are going to go around 11 times today because that is the dice roll for the show. So 11 times here on the spinny spin. 11 times. Then I take our names, I put them back into the break. And then right there, you can see your divisions and your names. I got Mark in the NFC North. I've got Angie in the NFC South. I got Christian in the NFC East. James in the NFC West. Aaron in the AFC North. William in the AFC South. Anthony in that AFC East. And then I got Aaron rounding us out in the AFC West. And then the best time, it's breaking time here in the break room. So we got box 4 here in the practice squad. Let's go ahead and open it up. This is where I get to bring out my little box cutter. We open the box. We see what is inside. What's inside? Well, how about a full-size helmet here in the practice squad? Full-size helmet. And ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, what a big one. What a bigly hit here. As this is going to be one of the best tight ends to ever play the game. How about Tony Gonzalez?
TG.
Coming out here on the Chiefs authentic standard. That is going to be going to Aaron Custer.
There you go,
Here
Aaron.
in the room. So AC getting himself the Tony G hit. All authentic inside. And how about a little Beckett cert on the back of this bad boy? So Aaron getting himself one of those headliners off the board. So Tony G coming off the board in the AFC West. Congratulations to our man, Aaron Custer. And that is how break works.
Right there.
Since it's our first lid out, I know it's not a flex, but actually, before I send that over to you, it would help if I put Aaron's name on that bad boy for you. But we'll keep it out for a little bit. First pull of the show, Tony Gonzalez on the authentic Chiefs lid. Congratulations to Aaron here in the room. And where I was,
Excuse me.
finishing this for Mr. Gear Profit, we got the basketball in the room as well. Chase for the show, 24 boxes, 14 headliners. Licensed jerseys, we got Karl Malone, we got Dirk Nowitzki, we got Paul Pierce. We then got Shaquille O'Neal on the custom jersey. We got Kevin Garnett on the Larry O'Brien trophy. We got Allen Iverson on the Funko Pop. And then on the basketballs, we got Steve Smith, or not Steve Smith, I'm thinking football. Steve Nash. We got Dwayne Wade, Damian Lillard, James Harden, Tyrese Maxey. And then listed headliners, we got Tyler Hero, Tony Parker, and Dominique Wilkins. Also, thing to look at here, I've been pointing it out, it is teamed based in this. So 8 spots. The different 8 spots are going to have either 2 to 3 teams in there. And let's say you land in the spot that has the Sixers. Well, if you're in the double box break, you could potentially double up with Allen Iverson and Tyrese Maxey. Oh, you're in the spot that has the Celtics? In a double box break, you could double up with a Kevin Garnett trophy and a Paul Pierce jersey. So double up opportunities are there. Specific teams, specific spots, and that is all listed out within the break. So here they are. So Lakers Warriors will be a spot. Sixers Hawks. So you also get a double up opportunity with that Dominique with the 2 Sixer hits we got. Celtics and Knicks, Suns and Pistons. So Steve Nash, well, the Cade is gone. I had to look. I'm like, wait, I think the Cade is gone. We got Jazz, Spurs, and Kings. So Karl Malone, Tony Parker. That could be a nice double up here. Heat, Rockets, and Doubles. We also got Mavericks, Bucks, and Supersonics. So that Dirk and that Damian Lillard could be matched up together. And then we got Clippers, Trailblazers, and Hornets. Trying to think, did I miss the Heat? Yeah, the Heat's right there. So you could match up D. Wade and Tyler Hero, as well as both of them are Heat hits here in the room. But also there's bonus bangers that could also be used as double ups here in the basketball for the double. Then we got our black and blue half and half 22 boxes, 14 headliners. Headliners like Emmitt Smith on the flex, Brian Urlacher on the flex. How about Kurt Warner on the flex? We've got Bo Jackson, Baker Mayfield, Randy Moss, flex. We've got Darrelle Revis authentic, Jay Jetta's flex, Derrick Henry and Edgerrin James on authentics, and then Russell Wilson on the speed flex. Warren Sapp, Marcus Allen, and Eric Dickerson all in the listed section. Showing off the videos, here is that Baker Mayfield. Little creamsicle action on the ripped speed flex here in the black and blue. How about Jay Jetta's on a chrome speed flex? Bo Jackson on the satin chrome speed flex. We got Randy Moss on what I'm calling the ghost chrome fade as it fades from that purple to the silver. My favorite helmet that's in the room right now. We also got Emmitt Smith on the satin chrome flex. And then last but not least, Kurt Warner on that chrome flex here in the black and blue half and half. And what half and half means, half are authentics, half are flexes. Everything in this break is going to be an authentic or a flex. Black or blue means just some minor imperfections. So you're getting this half and half at a reduced price as a regular half and half here in the room. So a little bit of a lower price for some helmets that minor imperfections, bubbling on a logo, scratch on like the top or a non-auto side, COA missing earpiece. One time, Steven, we had a complete crystallized Frank Gore lid. The only thing that was wrong with it, and I'm going to pull down the randomizer for this, right here on the face mask of the lid, the paint was all scratched off. That was it. Fully crystallized lid, and the only thing was the face mask had some paint that was chipped off of it.
Of course.
So, absolute bangers in the half and half. We have our jerseys, which are, 19 to go, 7 headliners. Alvin Kamara, Jamar Chase, Joe Montana, Jameson Williams, Adrian Peterson, and then Kenneth Walker the third, and Javon Curse in the listed section. And then our minis were down to 3 to go. Roger Staubach in the photo, Michael Vick in the listed. Bada bing, bada boom. 3 boxes, 2 headliners, guaranteed one of either Staubach or Vick coming out in the next break with a chance that both of them come out as well. So there's our second top to bottom rundown. William Maynard says, why is black and blue higher price than the diamonds? Because of the names that are in it, if I'm assuming. That's a production thing. There's half flexes as well. There's more flexes in a half and half than there are in a diamonds as well. So that's going to make the cost go up as well. No problem, Luigi. You know I got you. So even though it's a black and blue, going to be a higher price than those diamonds because half of the boxes at the opening are flexes, and the diamonds just don't have half flexes. They're not going to be 15 flexes in the diamonds. So where do we want to go here in the room? We are now half to go on that Vault double box. That looks like might be our next break, as we are 4 to go. We're also 4 to go on the minis as well. So I will put both of those links out there. So mini break, 4 spots left.
Cruising now towards some breaks.
Let's get some boxes opened up, folks. That is why Steven and I are here, to open the boxes for you. And then we've got a Vault double box break. 4 spots left. So those are the 2 links for the mini break. Mini break is always going to be a double box break. And then the Vault now doubled down to 3. So we're cruising on that Vault double. 3 to go there. With what? 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 14 14 and 24 with 2 vault keys. And the minis, 3 boxes left, at least 1 headliner coming out in that next mini break. So we'll have that double box mini break and then 1 box left over. We'll do a single box in those minis. So those are the next 2. Besides that, we're 6 to go still on the quad vault. We are 5 to go on the next practice squad single. So it looks like that practice squad single is right again, boom, right at the front, right behind the 2 breaks that are 3 and 4 to go. And always remember, guys, just like Thunder had put out there, like, oh man, I wish I was in the single, I'm in the double. If you're sitting there in a double or a quad and you do want to move from a quad and a double to, let's say, I want to move from the quad to the single or the quad to the double. If the spots are there, we can move you within a break. But remember, like I've always said, it depends on what you want. Do I want 1 spot in a double, but have 2 boxes come out, have a chance at 2 items? Or do I want 2 spots in a single and just have a better chance to win that 1 item? We've seen it before, Steven. People, 1 spot in a break, 1 division, they double up in a double sometimes. Especially when these series, like the Diamonds, the Vault, 24, 30 boxes left.
Great ratios.
So sometimes it might be wiser to keep with 1 spot in a double or a quad. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen the quad up in 1 spot. I think I've seen
in
it
one
come
division
close.
or
1 division, yeah. I think I've seen it come close the early on in a break. Like
Yeah.
when there's more than 20
You got to have
boxes.
the options, right? You got to
Yeah.
have the availability. Absolutely. That makes total sense.
The breaks are there. We just got to get into them. We just got to close them. And right now I'm looking for my closers in that vault single. 3 to go with every headliner left but 1.
Says, hold on, we're connecting to chat.
Ruh-roh. Does your internet still seem to be working?
Let's see. Yeah.
Okay. Does the Twitch say we're still live? I hope the Twitch says we're still live. OBS says we're still live. Chat's okay.
Yeah, it's here. I'm just saying, maybe
Yeah.
it was the restream.
Yeah, it looked like it connected now.
All right. Back to the regularly scheduled program.
You said it does say we're connected on Twitch?
Yeah, I know. It says we're connected.
I just asked because I clicked on it and it's, oh, there we go. I'm like, it says error for Twitch. Yeah, it keeps saying error for Twitch. But if we're live on Twitch, I ain't going to touch anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to let Restream be Restream. You know what I'm saying? So let me hit that refresh. Still 3 to go in that vault, guys. Let's get moving on that. That is the closest break that we have left. Do the Knicks win game 3 tonight?
I think they do.
So you're thinking like what? I know coming into yesterday, you thought the Thunder would win, but now afterwards, you think the Knicks will do.
I think
What
they'll
the
do that,
T-Wolves
but then
did?
it's over.
You mean the T-Wolves or the Knicks?
Both.
Both.
These are both done.
Funniest thing I saw online yesterday, I told Dom about it on the show. First, I saw it on Reddit where it was this guy goes, we are headed to a finals where both teams built their core on the backs of trading Paul George. And then DraftKings took it, put a little like thing about it, and then went Sixers. You're on the clock.
Clippers are on the clock.
Oh,
could trade him.
technically, yeah,
Yeah.
they traded him.
They didn't get much.
Yeah. But yeah, the Thunder and the both
Yeah.
of them traded.
No, they traded Paul George when it was the good time to
Yeah.
do it.
Because what he went from Indy to OKC and then OKC to LA
Yeah.
and then LA to Philly. But did the Clippers trade him, or did he?
No, he left
in free agency.
He left,
yeah.
Yeah, when a team offers you 4 years, whatever he got, it was a stupid amount.
Question is, who would he? Like you said, Pacers and Thunders traded him when it was the right time. Who would want Paul George?
He claimed that he'd be a perfect fit on the Pacers. I'm like, yeah, I bet.
I bet you'd want to go back to Indy.
I mean, young Paul George was a freak. He's a really good player, but
he went to Fresno.
Yeah,
Fresno. I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Along with Devonta Adams and Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Did David Carr go to Fresno?
I don't know about him.
You're like, I don't know if anybody knows much about. Yeah, he went to Fresno.
What a pipeline. All right, we're getting closer and closer on that vault.
Let's get it, guys. Let's get it. Double box vault.
Do that vault.
Down to 2 to go. 2 to go. Where's my Eric Gagne's? My Jonathan Papelbon.
This is the moment they've been waiting for.
We got to cue the music. The bum 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 bum. Need you guys to come in. We got to get the trumpets going for you guys. That was one thing my buddy brought up, and maybe like thinking about it, my buddy might be old man, like shaking his fist at the sky at this. But he was going on a rant how he despises how now every team treats their closer like, oh, we got to dim the lights and play the music and treat it like this big spectacle. And it's like, just go out there and pitch.
If you're good, baby.
I'm like, back in the day, there was only one man that had that, and his name was Mariano Rivera.
No, Trevor Hoffman had it.
Did he?
Hell's Bells, I think.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
He had something.
I forget about that because
everyone has a song. Now it's a spectacle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What
Ever
is
since
it?
Edwin Diaz.
Duran with the Twins. Diaz kind of started it with the trumpet.
Well, Durant should have a closer interest. He's absolutely filthy. That dude is. I know people have gotten him before, but it is, dude, 100-mile-per-hour splitter.
Yeah.
Are you effing with me right now? That's ridiculous.
He would be if you were at the plate.
Dude, that thing fell off the table.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're one to go on that vault double now. Come on.
Let's get it. One more person. One more person in that.
My Father's Day gift came really early this year.
Did it?
Yeah.
What, PCA playing well?
No. No, an actual Father's Day gift. It kind of like completes the transition from boyhood to manhood, baby. It's possible. Boys can be fathers. That's not a, you know. I got a grill.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think to myself. Right,
you didn't know I was going to go with
did he get a tool? Did he get a drill?
Yeah.
Steven's walking around the house.
I can fix anything.
The grill is the... Once you get the one that's your own, it's like okay, now I got to ask. Is it a propane grill or is it a charcoal grill?
Propane.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know many people that use the charcoal
I'll say this.
grills.
It's a basic beginner grill. It's not my forever grill. It's going to do a lot of good work.
It's your starter grill.
It's going to do a lot of good work, and it's a great gift, and I'm very pumped about it.
I remember my dad, well, really my dad, but the family.
Get the blacktop for it.
We bought a grill when I was a kid, like maybe 7th grade. So this had to be like, what, early 2000s? Remember buying the grill, remember getting the grill, bringing it home. 2025, still have that same grill.
See? That's what I'm saying. I expect to do some major damage with this one. Major damage.
That thing is like, and it's one of those grills where it's like, you don't wheel it in the garage every time, you just leave it outside.
Yeah.
It's battled the elements.
You give it the cover.
It doesn't even have a cover at this point.
Oh, gosh.
It battles the snow, the rain.
It's like a Siberian Husky.
Christopher, what's left in the black and blue? I can show you that, bud. Let me get that graphic up here. Black and blue, what's left? How about Emmitt Smith on the flex, Brian Urlacher flex, Kurt Warner flex, Bo Jackson, Baker Mayfield, Randy Moss flex. Darrelle Revis authentic, Jay Jett is on the flex, Derrick Henry authentic, Edgerrin James authentic, Russell Wilson flex, and then Warren Sapp, Marcus Allen, and Eric Dickerson. show you the videos of what we got. Here's the Baker Mayfield that is still available. Got the Jay Jettas is still available. How about the Bo Jackson that's still out there? Randy Moss, my favorite lid in the room right now, is still out there.
All right, we did close that vault double.
Emmitt Smith, and then Kurt Warner, all still out there. 22 boxes, 14 headliners in the black and blue, half and half for you. And then we closed out that vault. Good job, guys. Going to work. So let me put that out there. Vault number 3. Drop dem boxes because I need 2 numbers. I got John, Kyle, Chandler, Timothy, Luigi, Tom, and Sean. And Timothy Sievert coming in with 15 and 22.
All right, sounds good.
So let me take those off the ticker. 15 becomes 14, and 22 just comes off completely. So how about that?
15 and 22.
15 and 22, both were on the ticker. And then let me bring us to the randomizer. See what divisions we'll end up in 11 times around. And how about we're going to have Timothy Sievert in that NFC North. We're going to have NFC South, Kyle. We'll have Sean Cummings in the NFC East. Chandler Dunning, NFC West and AFC North. John Takamura in the AFC South. Tom Kaz in the AFC East. And then Anthony Luigi in the AFC West. 2 boxes coming out here. Switch us over. Box 15 is what we will start with. Good luck to everybody, and congratulations to our winner or winners. You never know if it's going to be a double up.
You never know, right?
Well, how about my favorite thing to do? No vault key. So still $100 and $300 left out there. Ooh, how about a name that I don't see much in the break room, but I see him quite a bit. How about on a old school lid, Steven? We got the throwback here. Chandler Dunning going to be happy. How about the Boz on the old school Seahawk rep coming out here? Brian Bosworth has his own 30 for 30 about him. His time at Oklahoma. Played for the Seattle Seahawks. Got that old school Seahawk rep lid coming out here in the box 15 of the vault. So Chandler Dunning, congratulations. Grabbing yourself Brian Bosworth,
There you go.
the Boz.
And no vault key with that one?
No vault key. So that means 100 and 200 still sitting out there.
That says 300 on the board.
I mean 300. That was me. 100 and 300, pardon me, sitting out there. What is that? 992? Love these old, call them the tribal Seahawk lid. Absolutely beautiful hit for Chandler. Here in the AFC West. On the rep lid. We'll put Boz away. Show off that Beckett cert one more time. one more box, box 22 coming up. I don't know what Kyle's comment means. Drawing dead.
There's not a headliner left in his division, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay. Well, how about this? No vault key inside, Steven. How about we get another? How about another one? How about Sean Cummings with Andre Reed with the Hall of Fame 14 inscription? 2 replids coming out here in the vault. So 14 headliners still out there. We came in with 14. Now it's a 22 boxes, 14 headliner ratio.
You got the wrong East, my friend.
My apologies, not Sean. It's going to be
Tom
Kaz. My apologies. Thank you, Steven. So sorry, Sean, for the fake out. It's going to be Tom Kaz, AFC East. Andre Reed, Hall of Fame 14 on the rep lid. Beckett Cert on the back of this one. So Tom Kaz, congratulations. Again, apologies to Sean on the fake out. Steven, sometimes there's intentional fake outs, I'll be honest. This was not an intentional fake out.
Mm-hmm.
Andre Reed on the rep, Brian Bosworth on the rep, 2 bonus bangers coming out, which means 22 boxes now available, 14 headliners, and 2 vault keys still left out there. Ronnie and Salako, anyone want to do a diamond so we can get an authentic?
Not a bad idea.
Another authentic. Tony G came out on the authentic in the practice squad. Anyone want to do a diamond so we can get a flex on the table?
Right.
A flex from this show, I should say, is Peyton's looking at me like, what am I? What am I, chopped liver? So congratulations, Tom Kaz, on the Andre Reed hit. With the Hall of Fame inscription on that bad boy. So 2 replids coming out at a break. And right now, if we're looking at the break, I'll bring our hit from this show back down here. If we're looking at the break page now, the next closest break in the queue, still that minis. 4 to go in the minis. And then after that, we've got 6 to go in that vault quad. And 5 to go in the practice squad single. So minis are the closest, but 5 to go in another practice squad single that has Edgerrin James, Aiden Hutchinson, Aaron Donald, and the Bears Hall of Fame all on authentics. Eli Manning mini, Sterling Sharp, Garrett Wilson still sitting out there. And then that vault quad, which every headliner is still available except for the Falcon triple sign.
If we have a Sal, AB. I'm sorry, I'm going to try that one. You said you want to get in the quad. You want to know what the odds are. Well, the quad's now 5 to go. If you got in, it would put it to 4 to go.
Yep.
And I'd honestly be willing to bet your order on it.
Mm-hmm.
If we do not close it out this show, I will refund you the money.
Okay.
This is for Sal, the new guy. And he's got to hop in this next one.
Mm-hmm.
If he does not buy the next spot, the deal is off.
That's a deal I would take.
We do not offer refunds, but I want you to get that. I want you to experience it. I want you to see the quad. It's a good one to hop into.
I'll say this. We did that for Bobby Ward on Tuesday in that regular half and half that we had. It was at 2 to go. Bobby's like, I'm thinking about getting 2 spots. We're like, hey, you jump in, you get 2 spots, bring it to have to go. If it doesn't fill, we'll give you that refund. Steven giving Sal the same offer. And that quad is now down to 3 to go.
Yep, so it's too late unless he's in. I'm not sure if that's him, but it's 3 to go now. So now you're definitely hopping. It's closed. It's gonna close. He's gonna put it. Your front foot's basically in the door.
Now we're in the breaking range. Once we get 4, 3, 2, now it's like we're close to breaking in that quad. The quad vault has now become the closest break to closing.
The quads are a lot of fun. Lots of great potential in those quads.
4 boxes coming out.
Could
Like,
be even closer now.
the last 2 we did just made the ratios more insane. It was 14 and 24, Steven. So pulling out my calculator, that was a 58% chance at getting a headliner. Just by 2 reps that aren't headliners coming out, it went up to a 63% chance at a
Pretty
headliner.
crazy.
And
Pretty crazy.
and I'll say this. This isn't what people want to hear, but I'm here to give you every option. Let's say we do 4 boxes in that quad. Let's say, God forbid, they're not headliners, right?
Right.
77% chance at a headliner then. The headliner chance then goes up even more. I know people are sitting there going, Ricky, don't even speak that into existence. We want to see the headliners. But possibility, slim possibility, but a possibility that the headliners stay hidden, depending on what box numbers are called. So 3 to go in that quad is now the closest break to happening. Vault quad box, 3 spots left. Putting that link in the chat for you guys. 3 spots to go in that quad vault. 4 boxes coming out in that break. Three spots, 4 helmets going to be coming out. With these ratios, there's a good chance that some headliners are going to be coming out of that quad. Randy Moss, Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley, Nico Collins, LaDainian Tomlinson, Steve Young, Kurt Warner, Bo Nix, Derrick Henry, George Kittle, Jay Jettis, Terrell Suggs, James Cook, Michael Vick. All still available in that vault. Other than that, the next closest breaks, 5 to go in that practice squad single, and now 3 to go in the second to last minis, the last double mini of this break. Tim says, I'm not good at calling headliners. Eventually, you're going to call some headliners. That's just the way the room works.
I think we're 2 to go, 1 to go.
2 to go.
2 to go.
2 to go. So now we're 2 to go in that vault quad. 3 to go in the minis, 5 to go in the practice squad single. Those are our 3 closest breaks. Minis have at least
we're
one.
closed now.
We are closed. We're sold out. Sold out. So now the minis are the next closest break with 3 to go. And we're going to be doing a vault quad here momentarily. So vault quad closed out. We're going to be doing 4 more boxes in the vault. We change that to black. Vault quad. It's going to be our first quad of the vault.
I believe so. Give me a second. I gotta
You're good. You're good.
scroll across the plains.
Eric says, April be in the minis. Let's go. And then Dem saying, I usually would get in on the breaks, but I don't have the money for now. Well, that's okay. You want to know the good thing about that, Steven?
We're going to be here
We're
regardless.
always here. We're always going to be here. Don't have the money right. You're like, I don't have the money right now. Can't get in.
All right, there you go.
Well, we'll be here. We're waiting. All right, dropping that message now in the chat. I got Timothy Seaver, Danny Raspberry. I got Tyler Dissler, or Kyle Dissler. John Takamura, Luigi, Jen, and Chris Millard in here. Chris Millard closing us out. 4 numbers here in the quad or the wheel. And Timothy coming in saying, you know what, let's just do wheel times 4, okay? Let's just do the wheel times 4. So I will set us up with the wheel. We're going to be spinning this thing 4 times from Timothy Sievert. Let's see, what's the first number we're going to do here? So box 10, we do not have 10. That means it's going to be either 9 or 11. Let me put 9 and 11 on our picker wheel. See which one it's going to be. 9 or 11. Do not have 10.
Yep, I'll do that for you, Tom.
All right. Going to be moving to the single. So box 11. First one we're going to do, box 11. Second number off the list. 28. We do have 28. So 28 coming off the list. Third number we got coming out here in the vault. See, the wheel wants 18. We do have 18. And then the last one.
So what were the first few numbers?
I'll just read them off to y'all in 1 second. So it's going to be 4,
Okay.
11,
Hold on. Okay, 11.
18,
Yep.
and 28.
Okay, sounds good.
So we got our numbers. That means we're going to the randomizer. Going to be going around 11 times here, folks. Good luck on landing in the division that you want. Let's see where everyone's at. We're going to have Kyle in the NFC North, Chris in the NFC South. We're going to have Danny in the NFC East, Chris in the NFC West, Timothy in the AFC North, Jen in the AFC South, John in the AFC East, and then Anthony in the AFC West. 4 boxes coming out here in the vault. 4 coming out. Good luck all, says Timothy. I second that. Good luck to everyone in the break. Congratulations to our winner. Winner or winners. Box 4 coming out first. Oop. There we go. Stay right there. What's going to be coming out of the bag? It doesn't want to open up, which usually is a good sign. Usually the ones that want to stay inside. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. How about fly, Eagles fly, on the way to victory? How about on the Chrome Speed Flex coming out of box 4? How about Saquon Barkley, baby, on the two-tone chrome Speed Flex here in the room? That is going to be Danny Raspberry getting the hit here in the break room. Saquon Barkley on the flex. Congratulations, Danny, on this beautiful Speed Flex hit. Green visor on the front. And on the back, a little Beckett cert to boot. Congratulations, Danny. Look at that. Can see our entire studio. Can see behind the scenes. Look at how clean that chrome is. Can see everything in the room. Congrats, Danny, on the Saquon Barkley flex hit. First box.
Not bad.
So now 2 headliners off the board. Saquon Barkley. I'm going to take this bag, put it in there. Saquon. Stand out on the table. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go, Saquon. Next box, we'll have box 11. Let's see what's coming out here in box 11. Well, Steven, how about some straight cash homie in the room?
Oh my gosh.
How about Randy Moss on the alternate now, but also the old school Patriot lids, the ones they would have worn, I believe, in 1985 when they lost to the Bears. But Randy Moss with the Patriots only lost 1 game. It was the biggest game of the entire year, losing to the Giants, but nothing L about this lid. All W here with that silver visor. AFC's John Takamura. Congratulations, John, on the Randy Moss Patriot flex hit. And that is going to be Beckett cert right back here on this bad boy. So 2 headliners and 2 boxes coming out. Danny with the Saquon Barkley. We got John with the Randy Moss. 2 flexes so far. Congratulations, John Takamura. Steven,
Yes,
there's
sir.
only one thing that I think that's wrong with this lid. It's a Patriot lid.
Well, yeah. Even though that's when he did have his best year.
Whenever I say stuff like that, Steven just gives me a look like, where are you going with this?
I mean, I know where you're going
It's a
with
Patriot lid.
it. Randy Moss is my favorite receiver of all time. You don't gotta tell me twice. That's my guy.
My dude. Mind doing me a favor? Mind turning the Tony Gonzalez a little bit? Thank you. Just so I can get Randy enough space to slide on here. I'll be honest, depending on what's in this box, Tony G might be gone. How about box 18? Third box the wheel called. Did the wheel call out all flex? Did Timothy Sievert say the wheel, and the wheel is going to give us not just all headliners, but is it going to give us all flexes? So far, it's 2 for 2. Now, I will say this, Steven. Now, this is a good-looking lid. This is a good-looking lid. How about Kyle in the NFC North getting a little Jay Jettas?
There you go.
Winter Warrior Authentic here in the vault. Another headliner hit, our third one of the vault, of the quad, I should say. Authentic inside, beautiful lid with the JJ Sig. Beckett Cert on the back, bada bing, bada boom. Kyle Dissler getting himself an NFC North win, baby. Jay Jettas on the Authentic. Our first non-flex of the quad, but it is still a headliner. Congratulations, Kyle.
The wheel has cooked this break. No lies detected on that one. Bye, Tony.
Oh, yeah, bye, Tony.
And Peyton's next.
Yeah. Right in the middle. Stuck in the middle with you. We got one more box, guys. The fourth and final box of this quad. Box number 28. Will we complete the prophecy? Will it be 4 headliners in 4 boxes for the quad? No vault key. Ooh, how about this, folks? How about coming out here? It's going to be in Authentic hit. How about Luigi getting himself the 2024 Depoy Patrick Surtain II on the Bronco Authentic Standard. So Anthony getting himself Patrick Surtain 2024 Depoy. Sitting there in the bonus bangers, not even listed, Steven.
That's crazy.
Patrick Surtain, Beckett Cert on the back. Congratulations, Luigi, Gear Profit, for getting the hit in the AFC West. And not even not on the rep, on an Authentic. An Authentic sitting out there. And you know what's even better about this win for Luigi?
What's that?
The order number he won it on, 248000.
Oh,
The first order of the 248s.
well done.
Great lid, Luigi. Congratulations. And congratulations to John, Kyle, and Danny. Our 4 winners, 4 different winners here in the quad break, and 3 headliners off the board. So that's now 11 headliners in 18 boxes left. 11 headliners in 18 boxes. Still more headliners out there than bonus bangers, Steven. And I'll say this, 2 vault keys out there, which means we add those to the 11, 13 out of 18. There's only 5 boxes left in the vault, only 5 of the 18 that will not contain a headliner and will not contain a vault key.
Oof, that's pretty good. Getting good rate numbers there. We like that. Does anyone want to get in the black and blue double, says Kyle Dissler?
And those vault keys are 100 and 300.
Yep.
Still the highest vault key still out there in the vault, the 4th Dan vault. We've done 6 boxes so far in the vault, and we've had some bangers come out. As Steven said, Kyle saying, anyone want to do a black and blue double? Still a lot of black and blue left. 22 boxes, 14 headliners. 14 headliners left in that black and blue. 14 headliners in the basketball still. We're down to 11 headliners in the vault now, but 18 boxes in that vault. Ooh, wee. Ooh, wee. Let's see. What are we closest next here in the break room, guys? Let's see. Little wide open. 3 to go now in the practice squad single. Let me actually refresh the page. Yeah, 3 to go in the practice squad single. 3 to go in the minis. Those are our 2 closest. But like we just saw, a break like the quad can catch fire. 1, 2 people get in, boom, boom, boom. We get it down to 4, and then bing, bang, boom, bop, bam, we're closing. So right now, 3 to go in the minis, 3 to go in the practice squads, or the practice squad single. Those are our 2 closest. But what are we going to do next? As that vault quad took over like fire for a second. We were at 6, then 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, and then boom, closed. So we doing a black and blue, another vault. We doing that practice squad single? Only practice squad we did so far was one of those authentics. Could we be pulling out another authentic in the practice squad?
I think that's closed.
The practice squad?
Yeah, practice squad's closed.
So we will be doing a box in that practice squad. Will get us to the randomization screen. Ooh, wait. This is going to be practice squad number 7. So about to drop that message now. Anthony, Angie, Thomas, and Steven. Steven Lenhart closing us out there. 1 number is all I need in the practice squad, folks. 1 number is all I need. One, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 15, and then 18 through 24 and 28 through 30 left in the practice squad. Luigi, Anthony. Oh, it says 2, but then says wait. 10.
Well, okay, 10.
Because you were the only one to put in there.
Yeah, he beat himself.
He beat himself. So we'll take 10. He says 10. 10. Ty Dillinger. So we'll do 10. Now, if someone would have came in here in between, we wouldn't have been able to do that. We're going 11 times around here on the randomizer to get your divisions. And how about Angie in the NFC North? Looking for that Bears Hall of Fame. Luigi in the NFC South. Steven in the NFC East. Thomas in the NFC West. We got Steven in the AFC North. Thomas in the AFC South. Luigi AFC East. And Steven in that AFC West. Good luck, everybody, as we got box 10 here in the practice squad. Now you know what we have to do, Steven. We have to write down and remember box 2. What could have been in this break? Well, I'll tell you what's going on in this break, how about an athlete that, like rap songs, the rappers use athletes and name drop them in songs.
True.
One of my favorite Lil Dicky songs before he got signed to his album had this guy name dropped in it. I can't say the lyric because I would be fired from UA, but how about Brian Orakpo
Okay.
for the Washington Redskins?
That's a fun name right there. Haven't seen that one too often here in the room.
So that's going to be going to our closer, Steven Lenhart, in the room. I've not seen Brian Orakpo in the room often. JSA cert, custom jersey for the Washington Redskins at the time when Brian Orakpo played. JSA sticker as well. Cool looking jersey going to Steven Lenhart. I will say, I personally can't even remember the last time I seen Brian Orakpo in the breaks.
Fair.
I know you've been here a lot.
I haven't seen him all too often. I'm going to be honest with you on that one.
Let's see.
Texas linebacker.
So what we have to remember is when box 2 comes out,
Yes.
we have to see if it's an AFC East team or an NFC South team.
Yes.
Because if it's either of those, Mr. Luigi would have had box color magic.
Yes.
Bless you. Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Now all I can think about is that. You ever think about something, then all you can think about is that one line from a song, you're just singing it in your head? That's how I feel right now.
It's fair.
I will say this, if you want to hear it for yourself, I believe the name of the song is Staying In.
Stan what?
Staying In.
Ah.
It's a whole song about how he skipped plans to go out to stay in.
Yeah, respect.
He talks about how he was playing the Utah Jazz, or playing with the Jazz in 2K, and whooping on someone as the Utah Jazz.
What a song. What a song.
Gotta think to myself what year that song came out, because what Jazz team are we talking about? That'd be the, November of 2018?
Oh, God.
So we're thinking 2018,
Donovan Mitchell's
2019
on the squad,
Jazz?
thank God. But
Brian Orakpo. On the jersey. So our second practice squad done of the show. Believe the minis now are the closest thing, unless something magically. Double box vault now 7 to go. Believe that was 8 momentarily. But now 2 to go in the minis. Minis are going to have 2 boxes come out. Roger Staubach, Michael Vick. The one thing I will say, Steven, and I'll say this because in case you want to, but I'm fine if you don't want to. So we do have the mini personal still up.
yeah.
What someone
Oh, yeah.
could, if you want to take that down, feel free. I'm like, or we could leave it up and someone could try to snipe one of those headliners before that break happens, because there is 3 boxes left. I just didn't want a situation where we oversell.
Mm-hmm.
So where are we going next, folks? What's the next break? Even though the vault saw 3 headliners come out in that quad, it is an 11 and 18 chance still at a headliner. The ratio is still good. And when you add in those 2 vault keys, $100, $300 still out there, only 5 boxes are going to have either a headliner, or 5 boxes are neither going to be a headliner or a vault key in there. So that means 13 of the 18 are going to have one of our headliners or one of our vault keys.
Right.
The odds are still forever in your favor for my Hunger Games fans out there. Well, Steven, I will say we're in the predicament where, yes, the minis are close. We'll probably be doing the minis next. 2 to go in those minis. But everything else is 7 or above. Kyle was looking for people to get into the black and blue. 22 boxes, 14 headliners. Ronnie and Sulaco was asking about the diamonds, 30 boxes left with every headliner available. I mean, just looking at it. The diamonds has every box left. That means Kurt Warner, Bo Nix on the flex, Josh Allen flex, Saquon Barkley, Terrell Davis, Steve Young flex, Jay Jettas, Baker Mayfield flex, Marshall Faulk and Derrick Henry flex, Antonio Gates, AJ Green, Brian Thomas Jr., Jim Kelly. All of those names are still out there. Looking at the vidges we've got, I believe Derrick Henry and the Baker Mayfield are what we got. This is that Derrick Henry still sitting out there in these diamonds. Not a single box has been touched. Actually, pardon me, Stephen. They were touched only once to bring them into the room. After that, they have sat there.
Quite
we have
literally.
not opened a single box. We also got the Baker Mayfield on the chrome for you guys. 2 of the highlighted headliners in this Move the Chains diamonds at 30 boxes out of 30 still in the room. We still got the vault. 11 headliners left. Let's reset in the vault. 11 headliners, 2 vault keys, 18 boxes. We have Josh Allen on the flex, Nico Collins on the flex, LaDainian Tomlinson on the rep, Steve Young authentic, Kurt Warner rep. How about Bo Nix, Derrick Henry, George Kittle, authentic. And then we have Terrell Suggs, James Cook, and Michael Vick in the listed headliner section. 11 headliners, 2 vault keys. Add those together. 13 of the 18 boxes are going to have a headliner or a vault key. Only 5 bonus bangers left. The odds are in your favor here in the vault, ladies and gentlemen. Here's that Nico Collins that still sits out there. The lid Steven was talking about at the beginning of the show, and I asked him, what's your favorite lid? It's still there.
Gotta
With
go
that
get it.
red visor, too. Thing looks absolutely beautiful. And then also sitting out there, how about MVP? Aaron Custard saying he would trade the Falk from the practice squad for the Surtain. Surtain won by Luigi, by the way. But the MVP is still out there as well. Little Josh Allen on that chrome flex in the vault. Have our practice squad still. Practice squad night. Well, we've done 2. 17 boxes, 7 headliners.
Yes.
Eli Manning on the mini. Then Edgerrin James, Aiden Hutchinson, Aaron Donald, Da Bears with 9 Hall of Fame signatures on that lid. All of those, James, Hutchinson, Donald, Bears, all of those 4 are authentics. Sterling Sharp and Garrett Wilson still out there in the practice squad. We're getting into that situation with 7 and 17. I feel like this is the item we're all gonna be chasing. We all talk about the value of lids in the room. Well, the more autos you have on a lid, the more chances you have of getting something that is valuable. The story that I mentioned here, I saw this on a reel, and of course, I'll be honest, the you know, TV, you can't trust some of the everything you see on TV sometimes. It was a clip from the show Pawn Stars. And of course, you got the skepticism of like, oh, all they do is rip people off. They don't get the true value of things. This is something, even if the value they're trying to get it for a lesser price, this guy had a lid and it had like 9+ Heisman winners on one lid. He was trying to get $800 for it. And they do the thing like they do for the show, like, oh, you know, I got to have my expert come in. I got to have him look at it. Are the signatures authentic? Which wouldn't be a problem, by the way, if you had a lid from UA, because you could just say, look at the Beckett cert. But he's doing the whole, I got to see if they're authentic, see what this thing would be worth. Let me have my guy come in. Well, the guy comes in, first says the autos are authentic and that they're real, but then says that the lid is worth thousands of dollars. I think he said like, what, up to like $2,000 to $3,000, which yet again, like the values that they say on the show, probably not right, but just think of that. Tons of autos. He was trying to get $800 for it. The guy comes in and says, hey, no, this is actually worth thousands. Same with this Bears lid. This Bears lid is going to be more valuable than like a Jim McMahon, than a Dan Hampton, than a Mike Singletary, because it's got 9 autos on it and they're all Hall of Famers. Point of the story is that's the lid that we should be chasing in the practice squad. How about the basketball, our chase break for the show? 24 boxes, 14 headliners. We got licensed jerseys. Karl Malone on, to me, the best Jazz jerseys ever to exist. I hated the Jazz when I was a kid because they were always going up against my Bulls, but I love those Jazz jerseys. They were absolutely sick. From the 90s, you got Dirty Dirk Nowitzki in the room on a licensed jersey. How about the truth, Paul Pierce? Now, this jersey's not going to have sweat stains on it from when he had to walk into work. It's going to be a great licensed jersey when we pull it out of the box. 3 licensed jerseys, 1 custom, Shaquille O'Neal being that custom jersey. We also have Kevin Garnett on the Larry O'Brien trophy, Allen Iverson on the Funko Pop, and then Steve Nash, D. Wade, Damian Lillard, James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, my favorite item from this break on the City of Brotherly Love basketball, but also Tyler Hero, Tony Parker, Dominique Wilkins, still left here in this Beyond the Arc basketball break. Also, the one thing, Steve and I have been remiss, and I am sorry, every single person who buys in to this break is going to be put on a list. Once per single, twice per a double. And at the end of the break, we're going to top spot draw. Whoever is the winner will get a gift card from UA worth $5 for every 3-point shot made during the NBA Finals. So you're going to want to get in. You're going to want to close this series. We're going to want to get to the NBA Finals with someone going, hey, let's just make a lot of threes. Let's go 7 and make a lot of threes so that I can go ahead and get a gift card here from UA, $5 for every 3 made during the finals. So you get that, get a chance at that on top of all the cool items left in this break. We've got our black and blue half and half for authentics, half are flexes. Black and blue just means they have some minor imperfections. We got Emmitt Smith on the flex, Urlacher flex, Kurt Warner flex, Bo Jackson, Baker Mayfield, Randy Moss flex. Darrelle Revis authentic, Jay Jettis flex, Derrick Henry authentic, Edgerrin James authentic, Russell Wilson flex, and then Warren Sapp, Marcus Allen and Eric Dickerson in the listed headliner section. Let me show off those videos before I am going right along. Black and blue, 22 boxes, 14 headliners left. Here's the Baker Mayfield that is still left. The Jay Jettas that's available. How about the Bo Jackson that's available? We got Randy Moss on the Ghost Chrome available. Emmett Smith on the flex. And then Kurt Warner as well. Ooh, we loaded here in the black and blue half and half. Then we have our jerseys. Jerseys are down to 19 boxes, 7 headliners left. Alvin Kamara, Jamar Chase, Joe Montana, Jamison Williams, Adrian Peterson, Kenneth Walker the third, and Javon Curse are 2 listed headliners there. And then our minis, 3 boxes left, 2 headliners, Roger Staubach and Michael Vick. So one of those is going to be coming out in the next break. Minis are also 2 to go if they have not closed out already, Steven. Last time I checked, 2 to go. There's still 2 to go. So where are we going to go in the break room? Minis are the closest. Everything else is 8 and 7s throughout. 8 and 7s throughout. So
Pacers
where
up
are
8.
we going to go? Pacers are up 8?
Yep.
I'm gonna say this, bless you.
It's over, yes, I know.
Well, besides that, I'm sorry, Knick fans. I am not going, I'm going to apologize for saying this, even though I shouldn't. I'd be happy if the Pacers swept them. Mainly, you know what this could be seen as, Steven? A little bit of poetic justice. You want to know why?
Why?
Remember the last series? There was that guy who was wearing his Pacer jersey, and they were throwing stuff at him.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Maybe you should be nicer to people. Maybe then your team won't get swept.
No, I think
Poetic justice.
I mean, that's fair. But this is just for everyone trying to tell me that the Knicks are good. They are a good team. Conference Finals is a very good accomplishment, but Cat's not there in that sense.
But he's zesty.
He's a little too zesty. I love Jalen Brunson, but I'm sorry. I've lived the undersized guard game. And my undersized guard was way more athletic and the MVP of the league.
The only thing that held ours back was injury.
And it ended tragically. So it's a tough road to navigate. The Knicks are a good team. I'm not sure if in 100 years we're going to remember them as that. Because I'm not sure if they're going to win one.
You know what I think is also, and I use the word poetic justice, 2 teams in the West are probably watching these conference finals going, did we make the right move by trading that guy away? The Kings with Halliburton.
Well, the Kings have a lot other heinous things going on.
But I'm saying, Levine and DeMar now, Halliburton could have been better for him. And then the Clippers just looking like SGA could have been our star.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with SGA winning the MVP, which I'll be honest, I'm surprised he won the MVP. And it's not because of his play, it's because of the voters.
Right.
I don't know if you thought differently, Steven. I thought the voters were just going to hand Jokic another MVP.
Oh, I thought...
Because it's Jokic.
I thought it was going to be Shea this year. Mm-hmm. The story was all for him. But yes, we want to argue most valuable. Obviously, Nikola Jokic brings that team to a much deeper place than it normally would go.
They fired their coach and still made it to... Usually teams fire their coach and they don't do well.
Yeah.
The rest of the season. They fired their coach and still made it to the second round. Almost made it to the conference finals.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they had to go to 2 Game 7s to do it, but... Let's be honest, that first series was just Clippers didn't want to get beat on their home floor.
Yeah.
They gave it all in Game 6 and had nothing in Game 7.
Yep.
Especially Harden. That's what he does, Game 7s.
Yeah. Don't know with that guy.
You gonna come to the party? Picture of James Harden. What does that mean? It means I'm not showing up.
Yeah.
It means I'm not showing up.
Yeah.
So where are we going next, guys? What are we gonna do?
That is the real question.
So you know what, Steven?
Yes, sir.
We're sitting here 7:51. I'm thinking about making an adaptation to the chase because we haven't done a basketball.
Yeah.
But people out there that are thinking like, changing the chase, the basketball would still be included in the change.
If you guys close that out, we'll throw you in there.
Probably not going to make the decision by 8 o'clock, but I'm pondering something. I just don't know if I want to pull the trigger for these guys. Timothy saying, you guys think DeMar Hamlin lid will increase in value with the cable TV deal he will be in? I don't know if would a TV deal increase the value of a...
I don't know if it's like, I'm not going to sit there and say that's going to directly raise the value off initiation. What I can say, though, is it could give him the potential to be around in a lot of people's minds for a long time. You know, so there's that possibility, but I'm not sure if it's going to increase the value. It's not as black and white as that. Because what if he's not? What if he's not good on the air? Like, you know, that kind of thing.
Ronnie and Sulaco asking Aaron if he wants to do anything. Aaron saying nothing now, but we'll see. I know Aaron's game. He's looking at the ratios going, you know what? I'm going to wait, see how things play out. Maybe thinking about that vault being like, okay, 11 and 18. Let's see what happens the next two breaks. But what have I been preaching all show? That next headliner that's available could come out in the next box.
Yeah.
We saw it in the quad. We saw it in the first box yesterday. I was on with Dom when that headliner came out of the first box. And then looking at those diamonds, 30 of 30. 30 boxes left. Bless you.
Ooh, excuse me.
And what surprises me the most, Steven, is we have a single and a double in the quad, or single and double in the diamonds. No one's jumped into either.
Right? I'm not sure.
Closest break right now is those minis. Minis are the closest. And I will say this, Steven, I think I am going to pull the trigger. So the chase, we're going to amend the chase. Have not done a basketball break. I'm going to change it to So 5 minutes to, let me change that then to 7:55. So basketball is still added on into this. Steven, any break done between now, which is 7:55, and 9 p.m., where we'd usually be doing the chase, any break gets put on that on that chase list. So any break that we do in the next hour and then some, because it's about 5 minutes before 8 o'clock, any break we do gets you on that chase wheel spin. We'll call it the power hour, Steven. The power hour here. We've been doing good breaking. Seems like we're slowing down. Let me give you guys a little bit of an incentive to do some breaks here in the UA break room.
Okay, well, we're having a break right now, so.
And we're sold out.
So we're putting any of those anyone's in just a list. All right, sounds good.
Do any break. So it looks like we'll have that jersey break coming up. Let's get into those minis, get into that vault. Black and blue half and half ratios are pumping.
All right, there
Gonna
you
be in
go.
the jersey number 12. It's gonna be Timothy Sievert and Daniel Brunkenhofer here in the jerseys. One number is all we'll need from Timothy or Daniel. I'm just going to change those to lower cases. So Daniel, Timothy, if you're out there, one box number here. And Daniel saying box 9 in the jerseys, which we do have. So box 9 coming off. Timothy saying, so you're saying there's a chance. Box 9 in the jerseys. Let me get you guys to the randomizer. 11 times around to figure out our divisions.
Box what number, sorry?
9. The Nueve box. Well, how about this? Timothy Sievert's in the AFC East. Daniel is everywhere else. So Timothy's sitting there saying, you're saying there's a chance, but he's hoping for a Bill, a Patriot, a Dolphin, or a Jets, Jets. The pizza boxes are back, box 9. Let's see, what do we got inside? Good luck, Timothy. Good luck, Daniel. And Steven,
Yes, sir.
what was the line that Timothy said? So you're saying there's a chance? Well, how about a Miami Dolphin jersey going to Timothy Sievert?
There you go.
Sniping this one.
There you go.
It's going to be a Jordan Poyer jersey. To be exact, he was looking for one of 4 teams, and he got one of the ones he needed. How about Jordan Poyer on the Dolphin jersey? Beckett Cert, bottom of the 2. Jordan Poyer going to Timothy Sievert.
There you go. Nice win.
So you're saying there's a chance. There was a chance, and you got it. Congratulations, Timothy in the break. Jordan Poyer. Fold this jersey up for Timothy. Ba-boom. Jordan Poyer right there for Timothy Sievert. And I know what Timothy was thinking the whole time when I was waiting for a box number. He's sitting there going, I ain't calling it. After that first break, he called numbers, and he like, I ain't calling it. He's like, if I do call it, I'm going to say wheel. But Jordan Poyer going Timothy Sievert in the jersey break numero 12, the number 12 break. So refreshing the page. 2 to go in those minis, guys. We get through the last 3 boxes. We'll be on to some new minis. So mini double box break. 2 spots left. There's the link for the minis. Roger Staubach, Michael Vick. Both could come out, but definitely one of those 2 is coming out of that next mini break. Only because we have 3 mini boxes left before we're on to the brand new minis here in the room. So some of the breaks that are bought into, 7 spots in the black and blue double box, 7 in the basketball double, 7 in the practice squad double, 7 in the vault double. Those are the breaks along with the minis that are currently bought into. Everything else is 8 boxes to go. And for sure, we will be having a chase with Daniel and Timothy being the names in that chase wheel spin thus far. And with the chase, how we have the chase set up, I will also say we'll be doing, unless we're breaking right at 9. So, like, let's say, Steven, we have a break that takes us over 9. It'll be the okay. If we don't have one immediately to follow, the chase will happen right after that break. But the chase will happen right at 9 if we're not breaking. No extenders, no soccer rules. This show, no added extra time. So, Shohei Ohtani, by the way,
Yeah.
doing Shohei Ohtani things, led the game off with a homer.
Ah, that makes sense.
Only to see Pete Alonso hit a home run in the second half of the first. Mets are currently up 3-1. 2 of those coming off the Alonso bomb. Let's see. Scoring. Yeah, Ohtani homered to lead off the game. Pete Alonso homered in the bottom of the first. And then bottom of the third, Juan Soto grounded into a force out. And then Lindor scored off of it.
Just like that.
Hey, man, I'll take that. I got an Ohtani homer in fantasy. Give me a Lindor run.
All right, I think we have another jersey.
All right. So
Could be
jersey
all
number
Daniel.
13.
Yep, it's going to be all Daniel.
So I'm just putting it out there for Daniel. Let me know what number you want, Daniel, here in the jerseys. Don't need to go to the randomizer because it's all Daniel. So paging Dr. Daniel, if you're out there, what number do you want? He goes, you know what? Last time I got sniped by that one spot. Not going to happen this time. Daniel's going to be winning whatever comes out of this box. $25 from Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. Do not have... Oh, that's a practice squad. Never mind. I was reading the wrong one. We do have 25 in the jerseys. I was like, that is the practice squad. I'll actually get up and get this one, Steven. Jerseys are so close that I'm like, wow, stretch the legs. I don't know if anyone's happier than me that the pizza boxes are back. But I am so happy we got the pizza boxes back here in the jerseys. So box 25. Congratulations, Daniel. Let's see what you won here in Jersey Break 13. Well, how about this? How about Daniel is getting himself a headliner hit? How about a little Detroit Lions? How about Jamison Williams coming out here in Jersey 13. Number 9, Beckett Cert at the bottom. Jamison Williams on that beautiful Lions jersey. New guy Alex would love it. Actually, my eyes deceived me. Dual certed Beckett and
Nice.
Jamison Williams personal COA on there. Ooh. My question for you, Steven, is with the Lions not just like, I get that everyone, there's a little bit of overblownness to the Ben Johnson leaving,
Yeah.
but
There is still something.
will
though.
there be how much of a fallback will there be? Not just they lost Ben Johnson, they lost Aaron Glenn as well, who's now with the Jets.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
You never know. You really never know until you see them play. It could be rough in the beginning, but they could figure it out later on. So they also lost Antoine Randall.
Well, I'll tell you this. One guy they did not lose because he is looking great is Aiden Hutchinson. He'll be back. I've already put in a way too early
Depoy on him.
futures parlay just in the NFL. And he is there. Depoy. Absolutely correct. If we don't have another break following this,
We do. We got a mini.
I'll get your opinion later on about
We
it.
got a mini.
The mini's finally closed, which means that last mini will be a single. So either 2 headliners or 1 headliner is coming out in the jerseys. Let me fold this for Daniel. Steven, you're back tomorrow in the room.
Yes. I'll be back doing my normal nude show.
It's you and Dom?
I believe it's me and Dom. Yes.
I hope Dom's having a good time, by the way. He said he's seeing Mission Impossible tonight. He had a 6
nice.
p.m. show. Might be still in it. I don't know what the runtime exactly for Mission Impossible is, but nowadays movies could be up to 3 hours long, so he could still be in there.
Yep, we got you, Rob. We can do that. I'll rewrite the ticket.
Okay. So Timothy being a nice guy saying, hey, you know what, just give that to Daniel. So Daniel getting the Poyer and the JMO jersey. Actually. So we're going to have mini pylon number 13. 13 in the room. So mini number 13. So it'll be our double box. There it is. Stephen, Eric, James, April, Mark. So Mark R and Mark M. And then Daniel. Mark and Daniel closing it out. 2 of the 3 box numbers. Mark said it's almost 3 hours long, so Dom's still in the movie at this point. It was a 6 o'clock movie, Dom said. Did you already write that ticket?
I'm writing it right now.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I was going to get it for you. Well, I'm waiting for numbers, but thank God the box is still next to you. So 2 numbers. Stephen, Eric, James, April, Mark R, Mark M, or Daniel. Who wants to call the numbers? Or we can go to the wheel. 3 numbers left here in the minis. 15, 18, and 30 are the 3 numbers we got left, folks. 15, 18, 30. Mark saying 15 and 30. Thank you, Mark. That means 18 will be the lone mini number for that single. So 15 and 30. Now let's go to the randomizer. See what divisions we're landing up in 11 times around. Daniel also wanted 30, coming in a little bit late. But that's okay. We'll be doing 30 anyways. So here for the, I'm going to recopy that since I had 2 highlighted. How about Eric in the NFC North, James in the NFC South, Daniel NFC East, Mark in the NFC West, Mark McAdams NFC West, Mark Raymer in the AFC North, Eric Zafran in the AFC South, April Burns in the AFC East, and Stephen Blumen in the AFC West. So if it's Roger Staubach, 1 headliner's coming out here. So we know that either Daniel, so I'll say this, either Daniel, either James are winning because Mike Vick could be on the NFC South or East. We know Staubach is in the NFC East. So Daniel or James, one of those 2 will definitely win, as one of these is guaranteed to be a headliner. Which one will it be? How about box 15 to start? Box 15. Let's see what we got here. And how about this? How about them Cowboys in the room? As it will be Daniel getting one of the guaranteed win. We knew one headliner was going to come out. There's still a chance that the other headliner could come out as well. But we knew one was going to come out, and Roger Staubach on the mini coming out here. So Daniel winning Roger. And now the only guaranteed I could have told you about the break is gone. Now I don't know what's coming out. It could be Mike Vick, could be a bonus banger. We'll have to wait and see. So beautiful hit. Roger Staubach going to be Beckett cert on the back of this bad boy going to James. No, going to Daniel. James was in the South. So Daniel getting Roger the Dodger. Let's see what's in box 30. This was the box that, even though Mark called it first, Daniel also wanted 30. So let's see what's inside. And how about this? How about this, Steven? How about April Burns getting a win in the AFC East? How about Mark Clayton on the old school Dolphin lid? JSA card inside, JSA sticker on the back. Bada bing, bada boom. Congratulations, April, in the room winning Mark Clayton on the mini. So that means, folks, that last mini break is definitely going to be Mike Vick. We just don't know. We don't know if it's going to be an NFC East hit, bless you, or an NFC South hit. Is it a Falcon? Is it an Eagle? We don't know. We'll find out when you know. But congratulations, April, on the Mark Clayton hit. We had Burns in here earlier saying, let's go April Bate. And just like that, winning here in the minis. 2 Easts, 1 NFC, 1 AFC. Coming at. So that means Mike Vick will be that last mini single. So looking at the break page, we're pretty much wide open now. Vault double. So vault double, practice squad double, basketball double, black and blue half and half double. The only breaks bought into. Julia, what's up, Julia? Saying, I just watched an NFL film on the 71 Cowboys. They played Chicago and alternated QBs on each play. They lost. Next game, Roger was QB1, and they never lost another game that season.
That makes sense.
Well, sometimes that happens where it's like, we don't know who we're going to start. And then you go, hey, we're just going to start this guy. And it was the right decision for the Cowboys. Oof.
All right, there we go.
So bada bing, bada boom. What break are we getting into next? I believe by Julia saying they never lost a game that season, they would go on to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I imagine that would be the accuracy.
Cowboys and Super Bowls usually from both. I mean, if we're talking about before my lifetime, early in my lifetime, they were synonymous with Super Bowls. Not so much the case now. You have heard the new requirement to play on the Cowboy offensive line, by the way.
No, I have not.
Your first name has to be Tyler.
Oh, yes. I remember now.
I have started a conspiracy theory that I think Jerry might be experiencing some Alzheimer's because he just wants to remember one name for the offensive line. Sooner or later, the Cowboys are all going to be named Tyler.
Yeah, right.
And Julia says, yes, they won the Super Bowl. So if it was the 71 season, would that have been the 1972 Super Bowl?
1972 Super Bowl?
Because usually, they say, the 2008 season, but that Super Bowl's in 2009. Do you know who they beat in the 1972 Super Bowl? Super Bowl VI.
No, I do not.
The Dolphins, 24-3.
Ah, the Dolphins.
Don Shula's Dolphins. You know what? Back in the 70s, that halftime show would have been a nice one. It was a tribute to Louis Armstrong with Ella Fitzgerald, Carol Channing, Al Hart, and the U.S. Marine Corps drill team. It was on CBS.
I imagine that.
Yet again, it's like, our Super Bowl VI, I should say.
Super
I think
Bowl
I said
VI.
7.
What a classic.
Cowboys lost the Super Bowl before, 16-13 to the Baltimore Colts. That was one of the teams that Johnny Unitas was probably on, right? The 70s?
Oh, yeah. He was 60s and...
Johnny Unitas, a haircut you could set your watch to.
Yes. Yes,
from The
that
Simpsons.
checks.
Randy Moss came out of that vault along with Saquon Barkley. Guys, that vault, 11 headliners, 2 vault keys. That means 13 of the 18 boxes are either going to be a vault key or a headliner. Only 5 boxes don't have a headliner or a vault key in it. And Julia says, we always have high hopes. We have nothing else. One of these days, Dak might bring him to a Super Bowl, no? Because Timothy said they have high hopes this year. Nothing different from the last 30, however.
It's good to have high expectations, though. Sucks sometimes, but then it's good the rest of the time, I'd say.
I mean, they could always do what the Bears do.
Yeah.
Bears back-to-back-to-back off-season champs, baby.
It's what we do.
2 year. The first one was when they made the trade with the Panthers. The second one was when they drafted Caleb Williams because of the Panthers.
They did win that trade.
And then this year was hiring Ben Johnson.
Yes.
Back-to-back-to-back off-season champs.
You're right. We killed it.
Hang the banners, baby.
Hang the banners.
Hang them in the new Arlington Heights Stadium.
That'd be funny if they actually did. That'd be actually kind of amazing.
I mean, it's the same as. Don't get me wrong. I love that this team did that, but it is similar to what UCF when they went undefeated. It was the year Alabama went undefeated and won. They thought they should have been in the playoff. They weren't. So they said, "Screw it. We're going to put national champs up in our stadium."
They went for it.
Because we won our national champ. We won our bowl game. That was our national. It's like, you can't do that, though. You can't just go around saying you won the national championship when you didn't.
You can't.
How do you feel about the new rule change with conference championships not automatically getting you?
Good. Thank God.
Conference championships have to amount
They can
to
get you in.
something,
They
though,
can
right?
get you in the dance, but there's no way SMU should have been a 4 seed.
Yeah, I agree with that, but it's like
There's just that's just unacceptable. That's unacceptable.
I just have the thought of like, does this lessen conference
Arizona State. I'm sorry. Was it Arizona State who was the 4 seed?
Yeah,
And then they got the
SMU
right to
lost.
face Texas? Like,
'cause
that's
SMU
not-
lost.
Now Notre Dame can get a bye if they're good enough. Like, it's just. I'm not saying it shouldn't take you out. Like if you're the Big 12 champ, but
Yeah.
like Clemson, right? They were at the one of the. They should not have been in the playoffs, even though they
They
won
were the one
ACC
that
title.
beat SMU.
Yeah.
Because SMU was actually good.
Yeah, exactly. They kind of ruined the fun, which is kind of fun once in a while, but I wouldn't. I don't mind it. I think the 4 best teams should have a bye. Plain and simple.
The only thing I hate about it is like, okay, let's say a 3-loss team makes the conference championship.
Yeah.
Let's say it's a team where it's like, you know what? Like, we win this game. Now it's like, oh, we win this game. We're probably still not making the playoff.
It's true.
Or does a conference championship still lock you into the playoff, just not a top 4?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it should still put you in the playoffs. But you should not have a top 4 seed because you won. If your conference is on a down year, someone wins the conference by proxy, not because they won the conference. Some teams win the conference by accident.
I say what they should probably do is, I don't know how open you expand this playoff.
64 teams
No, not 64. But I
across
think
8 weeks.
I think that what you should do is like open it up to where like, okay, the MAC and all that, their conference champions get in, make it a bigger field, have the small schools play the big schools, even if the small schools will just lose in the first round.
Then they got to go to 16 or 32.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you could do 20 and have some buys, but
Well, yeah, I'm figuring you'd keep it to where top 4 get by or top.
yeah.
Anything to make more money, right?
Anything
More
to make
games
more money,
equal
yeah.
more money.
More events, right?
More events. Because I always think D2's been doing playoffs forever, and they've never had problems.
Right. Well,
No
we
one's
don't
about their seeding.
focus on that necessarily.
Yeah,
You know.
North Dakota State just wins their playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Especially when Carson Wentz was there. It was a guaranteed that they'd win.
Mm-hmm.
But what breaks are we getting into, guys? Looks like we are wide open here in the break room, meaning you guaranteed have Steven and I for another, 34 minutes, Steven? We're going to guaranteed be here until 9 o'clock. But after that, we'll do a Chase wheel spin. And if there's no breaks, we're going to get out of here. So as Rage Against the Machine said, what better time than now to
There's no
break
better
here
time
in
than
the
now.
break room?
There's no better time than now.
I hear every single week, Steven,
Yeah.
about starter magic. Well, if there's starter magic, then where are my starters? Why
We
aren't
need
people
somebody.
jumping in these breaks to get them started? Ronnie's still pitching. Does anyone want to do a diamond single? We haven't done a single diamond box today. Folks, that's 30 boxes left out there. Your chance at any headliner is right there. Let's jump into a diamond. Let's do a cup of diamonds. Julia says her 3-year-old grandson walked into the living room with Marshall Falk on his head. She almost died.
Oh no.
He's like,
You gotta keep that in,
he's like, put me in, Grandma. I'm ready to
Yeah.
play.
Not with that helmet.
We're gonna
Rapper authentic.
Rapper authentic. I mean,
If authentic, he's good to go.
3-year-old probably too big, but I know there's some when you got an infant, those mini helmets will fit some infants. Early on, I'm saying.
Right.
But where are we gonna go? What are we gonna do? Pacers still winning?
Yeah, they're up 13.5.
Oh. Now I'll ask you this: are you a big live bettor?
Yeah.
Okay.
When it comes to the NBA, yes.
Because all I hear on Tuesdays is whenever Common mentions a bet, it's always about, I put a live bet here, I put a live bet there. And I go, am I the only one that looks at live bets and goes, oh, it was a speed flex. Marshall Falk speed flex.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah.
So he's really ready to play.
Yeah, he's really ready to play. He's up to the NFL standard to go.
Yeah, he's wearing what the pros wear.
I guess not the age portion, but
Ronnie being Ronnie, he wears a flex and a mini to bed.
I respect that.
Got to use protection. Got to protect the dome, Steven. Can't get a concussion.
And the other areas.
Eh. But where are we going to go? What are we going to do? We were cruising earlier, and then, like, Steven, I'll say this, around like 8 o'clock, we just kind of hit the brakes a little bit.
Ha!
We were cruising in the vault. Cruising in these practice squads. Are we all tuckered out?
Kyle Tucker?
Are
Cubs
we all
fan.
Kyle tuckered out?
The ball just roped out of here.
So the Diamonds have 30 of 30 left. All headliners left. Black and blue half and half. 22 boxes, pardon me. 22 boxes, 14 headliners. The basketball is 24 boxes, 14 headliners. The minis have 1 box, 1 headliner. 100% chance at a Michael Vick in that minis. Practice squad has, we did 2 boxes, so 17 boxes, 7 headliners. Jerseys, we've done 2 jerseys now.
Yep, 2 jerseys.
So 17 boxes, 6 headliners in the jerseys. think that's everything. No, the vault. Vault, 18 boxes, 11 headliners, 2 vault keys. If there's any breaks you want to know exactly what are in each, just let me know, and I'll let you know.
Use your imagination on that one, Julia. You can figure that one out.
I like how almost.
Almost.
You never
yes.
want to make that mistake.
I think we all know.
Ronnie Insulaco, he's a character. Also, by the way, #1 subscriber right here, by the way. Putting the crown on. I'm paying the bills for Ronnie.
Okay. Does anyone want to do a diamond single?
I mean, hey, 30 boxes out there. Everyone's got the same chance at a flex, a headliner. Nothing's been. This is the time to do a diamond single,
Right.
Because your odds of getting a headliner are nice, meaning they can come out of the first box. Yesterday in the vault, first box, that Falcon triple sign came out. Who knows? That Derrick Henry could come out bing, bang, boom right out of the
That's
first
true.
box.
That's true.
Then you're like, man, I'm glad I got into that diamond single and I didn't wait. Sometimes patience is a virtue. What's left in the diamonds? Everything. Look at the graphic. Everything is there. Absolutely everything. And
Literally everything.
I will be nice. I'll show you guys the graphic so you guys don't have to pull it up on your own. Yeah, everything. Kurt Warner, Bo Nix, Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley, Terrell Davis, Steve Young, Jay Jettas, Baker Mayfield, Marshall Faulk, Derrick Henry, even Antonio Gates, AJ Green, Brian Thomas Jr., Jim Kelly. These things are out there. And how about that? To me, if I'm just talking about the diamonds, this is the best lid in the diamonds, in my opinion. The Derrick Henry Speed Flex, the Chrome Speed Flex. Absolutely a baller lid. Kyle says, getting lonely over here in the black and blue. Is Kyle the one in that black and blue double box?
Yes, he is.
He's looking for people to get in the black and blue double. We also got Baker Mayfield. Well, it's the Bake Show. Now all I can think about is Baker Mayfield coming out to practice in the Big Show singlet.
Yeah, right.
That'd be a look for practice.
No, would be.
Baker Mayfield, Derrick Henry, every headliner left in those diamonds, guys. Every headliner left. Where are we going, folks?
She's down with the diamond single.
Steven, before I say what I'm going to say, I do have to do a little research. By the way, it is going to annoy you, just so you know.
Okay.
I'm getting you mentally prepared.
That you're doing a form of research.
So I will say this, Steven. If the rabbit hole is to be correct,
Okay.
Panthers aren't just making it to the Super Bowl this year. They're going to win the division. Because they were the 3rd seed and the 1 seed the last 2 times they went to the Super Bowl.
What a caveat. This guy just said, not only are they going to win the Super Bowl, they'll also win their division.
Hey, The rabbit hole goes deep, dude.
I mean, that's not that deep. Usually when you win the division, Ricky, you could have a potential to win the
Yeah,
Super
but
Bowl.
it's everything else. Having they both had.
I bet you the Panthers don't even make the playoffs.
Well, I mean, the odds are in your favor, but like, who wants to play those odds? I'm playing the odds of. You know what I'm really hoping for?
What?
I'm really hoping for a Raider Panther Super Bowl
Mm.
because I want to say it was like $10 down on that. I'll make a cool $25K when it happens.
You will not, but okay.
You will not.
If they get to the Super Bowl, I'll be rooting very hard for them.
Oh, okay. I saw Ricky. I was like, any inscriptions on what?
Yeah, you got any tattoos?
Me? No, I don't have any.
Clean body kind of guy.
I just don't do well with pain, and I would not be able to sit there and handle it.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear everyone who's gotten tattoos, oh, it's not that bad. No, it's not that bad for you.
Yeah, exactly.
I have what we like to call, Steven, a very low pain tolerance.
Mm.
The one that I never understand is the people that, like, will get tattoos on the most painful parts of their body where it's basically like, oh, yeah, it's basically like just right up against bone.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know
And
why.
they'll get tattoos where it's like, yeah, like we have to do like 5 10-hour sessions.
Yeah, pass.
And it's like, nah, I couldn't do that. Couldn't do that.
No tattoos worth multiple sessions.
Do you have any tats?
No.
Okay. I didn't know if I was talking to an inked up guy.
Tremendous waste of my time, in my opinion. But
Time and money.
money, pain, the whole.
I will say the one cool thing I did see though is there's this tattoo artist on Instagram that offers I think it's either like $10 or $16 cover up.
Yeah.
And the one guy came in with a big back tattoo of Dallas Cowboys across the shoulder blades and a big old like cowboy helmet on his back. And he wanted to get it covered up as a Chiefs tattoo with like the chief with the full on headdress. And he goes, I hope it's not like too much to do. And she's like, no, for $10, like get your money's worth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
She's like, the ones I hate is when people come in and go, oh, I got this little thing I want covered up for $10. No, come and get your money's worth for the for the cover up.
Right. I mean, the tattoos are fine. It's when people put other people's name on there. That's when I'm like, ooh, that's risque.
Now, ideally, you shouldn't have to worry about that, but in today's world, sadly, you have to worry about that.
You never know.
You never know what'll happen. What about people that like tattoo their kid's name?
That is a little more acceptable.
Okay. Because, like, obviously, I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, as a kid, as an adult, could do something. Or you've had some parents that are like, unacceptable, you're cut off.
Yeah.
Depending on what has been done. But most of the time, you're going to love your kid forever, right?
Generally speaking.
So where are we going to go, ladies and gentlemen? Steven, what time was our last order?
8:05.
8:05. So here's the deal, folks. If we don't get some breaks to halfway to go, not all of them, just maybe one. If we don't get a break to halfway to go, Steven, we're doing that Chase wheel spin at 8:50. Because at that point, we'd be sitting here for like 40-some minutes waiting for these guys. If you want to get in any break, get you in on the wheel spin. If I don't get some breaks that are 4 to go by 8:50, we're doing it early. So the gauntlet has been out there. If we don't get one break, that's all we need to get to half to go, 4 to go. In order to keep this wheel spin at 9 o'clock. Tomorrow we'll be on all day yet again, 9 a.m., 12 p.m. Steven and Dom will be here. Colin's back on Tuesday, right?
Maybe.
I think he's back on Tuesday. Steven and Dom at 3. And then I think the night show is Robbie and Dom. I know Common. K-Dog is not in tomorrow, 6 p.m.
Maybe Mike, maybe? I'm not sure. Not 100%.
The only one I know for sure is Robbie.
Yes.
Because I remember Friday, Robbie's like, yes, I'll do it. I'm trying to think. Friday.
I'm guessing it's Robbie and, like, Rip, maybe. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
It'll
see.
be Robbie and
I'll see at the end of the 3 o'clock show when they
it'll
come
be
in.
Robbie and somebody. Point is, we'll be here at 9, 12, 3, and 6 Central Time tomorrow as well on Memorial Day. I will not be back in the room until Tuesday night with K-Dog. By the way, breaking news. Kamenechev, the first person to get in my opinion, a very soft nickname from me, and actually say he likes the nickname.
What?
Usually, like when I call someone K-Dog, they're like, don't call me that.
Oh.
He's like, no, I like the K-Dog.
There you go.
I learned recently, maybe you could confirm this, I learned recently that Colin does not like the nickname the Seaman.
That's for obvious reasons.
Robbie's like, yeah, he hates it. I'm like, wait, doesn't like it, is annoyed by it, or hates it? And he goes, hates it. I'm like,
Okay.
oh man, I've been calling him that all the time now.
I don't think that's his actual nickname. It's Thor.
No, his nickname is Thor, but I just
Yeah. It's funnier to see his reaction when you say that, though. It changes everything.
Oh, Darren saying hella fun. Well, it's hella fun getting into these breaks. If we don't get one of these breaks to 4 to go, guys, we'll be doing that chase at 8:50 instead of 9 o'clock.
Well, Julia spoke. She got in with the Into the Diamond single.
Let's go. Paging Ronnie and Sulaco. Somebody got into that diamond single with you. Six to go in that diamond single. All authentics and speed flexes, pardon me, in that diamond single. Put the link out there for you. Steven, I got a question because, of course, like the decisions that are made here, some of them not my call. I'm just wondering, is there a reason why we have a quad vault but not a quad diamond up?
I have no idea.
Okay. I was just asking.
I'm just here.
If anyone wants to buy into a quad
Yeah,
diamond,
I mean,
we can put
they're
one
all
up.
available. Just because they're not on the site doesn't mean you can't say, hey, who would like to do this? If we get enough people, then we'll do it. But that's the thing, though.
I just was scratching my head because I'm like, usually we put up.
We're bogging down the page. And we're just trying to. So Ronnie's in the single.
5 to go, folks. And because any break we do up until 9 gets on the Chase wheel spin, you'll be getting on the Chase wheel spin for closing out this diamond single break. $96 for a chance at Kurt Warner, Bo Nix, Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley, Terrell Davis, Steve Young, Jay Jettis, Baker Mayfield, Marshall Faulk, Derrick Henry, Antonio Gates, AJ Green, Brian Thomas Jr., and Jim Kelly. 5 to go on the diamond single. We're catching some fire here. Bo Nix, Josh Allen, Steve Young, Baker Mayfield, and Derrick Henry being our speed flexes of the headliners. So that is now our closest break to closing is the diamond single. Will be the first box we open up from the series. And who's going to go ahead and get into that break? Get into the action, folks.
Three to go.
3 to go. So that Chase wheel spin is bumped back up to 9 o'clock. You guys got one series, 4 less to go. So we'll be doing that Chase wheel spin at 9 o'clock. Let's close out this break. Add you guys that Chase wheel spin now. Who got in and got 2 spots to bring us down to 3?
Mr. Sievert.
Ooh, Timothy Seaver. Let's go, my man. Julia says, come on, I hate waiting until the next show. This is the worst one, Steven, because break doesn't fill at 9 a.m. It's only an hour until 12. 12 p.m., it doesn't happen at the end of a show. You're only waiting an hour until the next show at 3. If we get off at 9 or shortly after 9, you're waiting over 9 hours for that next break. You're waiting like 12 hours for that next show. I'm with Julia too. I hate waiting. Whenever I get into a card break and I think it's going to move and then it starts to not move, it's like, come on, guys, let's get in. Let's break this. We need at least 3 people to dive in to this diamond single. $96 a spot gets you a shot at an authentic or better lid here in the room. The best of the best lids are in the diamonds. The creme de la creme of the break room.
Will we get her done? Oh, here we go.
Will we?
Yeah, I think we're 2 to go.
2 to go. Let's go, guys. Two more people at the least. Ronnie and Sulaco. Bobby Boucher in the house. Well, Mama don't know won't hurt her. You're like, I can't get to the break. Mama said breaking is the devil. Well, Mama don't know won't hurt her. You know who's my favorite character, I think, from The Water Boy?
What? Who?
Vicky Valancourt.
The chick? Mm-hmm.
She's nuts, dude.
She is nuts. That's a fact.
Do you want me to kill them? And he's like, no.
God, we're taking it to that level.
One to go in that diamonds, folks. Who's going to be the closer? Play the trumpet, Steven.
Timmy?
Timmy?
Timmy Trumps.
Timmy. 1 to go. Who's going to be our closer here in the diamonds? Julia's saying, what is that? Farmer Fran? For a second, I was thinking Farmer Franco. Bless you. Or Farmer Valdez for the, he's a starter, though, for the Astros.
Framber Valdez? Mm-hmm. That's what he does.
I was giving Dom a hard time yesterday, Steven, because on Friday night, I'm like, yeah, I don't know about, I thought about taking the Rangers over the White Sox, but I'm just not sure. I don't like the matchup. And he's like, oh, Sean Burke, he stinks. No, Rangers -5 or -1.5, no problem. Rangers lost 4-1.
Yeah. It was not their.
I'm like, you sure you didn't mean White Sox 1.5, Tom? Looks like we're sold out in those diamonds, folks. Sold out in the old diamonds. So we will have a diamond single coming up. And you guys will be put on the Chase Wheel Spin list. Our first diamond break of the series. First diamond box we're opening up, Steven.
Let's go.
You and I get to experience the start of the Move the Chains diamonds. So go to the randomization screen. And remember, folks, at 9 o'clock, so this is the what I was talking about earlier. This break will most likely, the end of it, will bring us to 9 o'clock, Steven. If we do not have another break closed out after this one, we'll be doing that Chase Wheel Spin. So to keep us going, you got to keep us breaking. Otherwise, if the break is done, we don't have anything closed, we'll be taking that Chase Wheel Spin list and doing the Chase Wheel Spin. So putting out that message in a second for that. Get it ready. Coming in now. So Julia, Ronnie, Timothy, Sean Blasco, John Takamura, and Chris Millard. And Timothy Sievert coming in fast with the wheel. And I don't have to worry about, oh, what's on the ticker, what's not on the ticker. Because everything is on the ticker when it comes to the diamond. So 1 to 30, the wheel from Timothy Sievert was first. Let's see what box will be the first box. How about 28? 28 in the diamonds. The first box we will be opening up here.
28, you said?
28. 2-8. 2 to the 8. Then I'm going to take you to the randomizer where we'll go around 11 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 clicks. And we get our divisions. How about Chris Millard in the NFC North? Ronnie and Salako in the NFC South. Julia Smith in her NFC East. So if a Cowboy bonus banger comes out, it's going to Julia. Sean Blasco in the NFC West. Timothy Sievert, AFC North. He's in the Derrick Henry spot. He's also in the AFC South as well. You got John Takamura in the AFC East. And Julia Smith in that AFC West as well. So let's see box 28 coming out here. Let me switch over to the break scene. 28 here in the diamonds. And what's going to be the first one coming out? we doing? What are we doing when this helmet isn't even listed, Steven? How about Sam Laporta
Oh gosh.
on the black and blue? Well, not black and blue like we talk about. Literally, color black, color blue. Sam Laporta on the alt Lion Authentic here in the room. Beckett cert on this. Chris Millard walking away with a hit here. Authentic inside, what you get in the diamonds. And Chris Millard, closer magic, bought the last spot, getting Sam Laporta from the Lions. Congratulations to Chris and the Sam Laporta Authentic. So congratulations to Chris. Sam Laporta coming out here, and we are at, all right, we're at 8:57. The break didn't take us all the way until 9 o'clock. So you guys got 3 minutes to close something out, or I'll say at least get something to 2 to go. 9 o'clock, actually, scratch that. 9 o'clock we break. You got 3 minutes to close something out because the rules were the rules. Quit acting like you know the rules. We're lost. Did not leave my car on before the show, Ronnie.
Facts.
Facts. I ain't got that much money to leave the car on.
Fire it up. So imagine you're that rich, you have to keep the jet running.
What? Keep the car running?
You gotta
so
keep
that
the
it
jet
doesn't-
running.
Oh. Would you want a private jet?
I wouldn't want it. I would just rent it.
We look like we're wide open on the break room. 8s and 7s all the way across. The rules are the rules. We set the chase what it is. That's what it is. Gonna have a nice chase wheel spin list. Did 2 jerseys. Got a mini in there. Now a diamond. Still every headliner now left in those diamonds except for none of them. All of them are there. Just Sam Laporta. He's the only one not there. We didn't even know he was in the boxes. Love the black and blue colored alt lion lid here in the room. Best alternative in football. With that black lion on it. So will we have anything else to break guys here in the show? Otherwise, Steven, I'm having a hard time picking number 1 for hit of the show. What would you say is your hit of the show?
I'm going with the green chrome right here. This thing is beautiful.
Since you're going with the Saquon, let me go full screen so we can see that. Not play my intro. You're going with the Saquon by you. I'm going to go with the Randy Moss thing because that's what I was. It's either 1 or 2.
Right.
The Jay Jettas will be 3. The Winter Warrior. I'm going to go 4 on that Tony Gonzalez, 5 on the Sam Laporta.
It's not bad.
Ronnie goes, 1 last diamond single, 7 to go. Hey, we could do a diamond single before we leave.
Make it happen.
Ronnie's like, I've done my part. I bought into it.
He did. He did do his part on the front.
So it is 9:01, Steven. It is after 9. So let me take our Chase wheel spin list. Let's see. So we got to add so these are both jerseys. We got a mini break and a diamond break. There's the mini. And there is the diamond. So there we go. We're going to have a total of 40 names on this wheel spin list. Let's take it over.
The Cubs have outscored their opponents 53-3 from the 6th inning on in their last 9 games. Oh, gosh.
So we're the late inning killers, basically.
No, we just rip it from you. Ain't that right, Mr. Sulaco?
11 times around to figure out who's going to the Chase wheel. Good luck, everyone who bought into these breaks from 7:55 on. 6, 7, 8, 9. So with one click left, it is Ronnie and Sulaco. Will Ronnie stay at the top, or will it be somebody else?
Ronnie and Sulaco.
Ooh, how about April Burns, who won in that mini break, won the Mark Clayton mini, is going to be going to the Chase wheel spin. So, April, if you're out there, I saw earlier in the show, Steven, Ronnie, hashtag cancel Ricky. I tried. It's the randomizer's fault. I swears it.
He swears
I
it.
swears it. Where did I see that
I'm not
earlier?
sure if he's about it. You hear me, Ronnie?
Eric Burns earlier said April B in the minis, let's go.
So April won it.
Yeah, April won.
You were talking about Ronnie and Sulaco, so.
Yeah, well, he was number one. And
the total tease.
Yeah, he was number one with one click left. So April, Eric, because Eric mentioned April B in the minis. So if you're out there, let us know what number. Otherwise, that comment was a long time ago. So just going to give a little bit of time in case they're watching. They haven't been saying anything. I'm sorry, Ronnie. I'm sorry. At least I'm the number one subscriber still. Only thing I subscribe to on that platform.
On what platform?
You know what platform.
Oh.
Got to support Ronnie and Sulaco.
That's
you know
fair.
What I'm saying?
That's
by subscribing to his wife.
You gotta respect the hustle. The hustle's real, okay?
Hey. Hustle on, player.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's got their own hustle.
It's true.
Like Jamarcus. He's got his
He
hustle.
don't hustle for nothing. What do you mean?
The Jamarcus Russell hustle, baby.
Yeah, I guess.
So I'm not seeing anything from April out there, so let's give it a good old spin here of the wheel. And you know what? Wheel landed on 9. April Burns, I'm going to be nice. Let's round that up to 10. So $10. We'll make it even. We'll make it an even number for April. $10 on the Chase wheel spin. For April Burns. So that means the chase, Steven, is over. Now the question is, do we want to do any more breaks tonight? That diamond single is still out there. Give you guys 10 minutes. I'll give you guys till 9:15. If that break is not like 2 to go by 9:15, Steven and I are going to wrap things up here. So I'll give you one last chance if we want to get a break going or get that diamond single going. Pacers still winning?
Pacers are up 5.
Ooh, okay. Nick's kind of coming back.
Yep, they're making it a ball game, that's for sure.
That's the thing. I don't mind that. Make it a ball game. Pacers win in the end.
That's fine. That's fine by me.
Ooh.
Ooh, what?
My buddy just sent me a message. TNA has an event tonight, same time as AEW. And Nick Namath, who in WWE was Dolph Ziggler, was accompanied to the ring tonight by ex-WWE superstar Kelly Kelly,
Oh.
who I really liked back in the day.
That makes sense. She was all right.
She's aight. What I really wanted to check was, what's that baseball score?
It was 3-1 last time.
3-1 Mets win.
3-1 Mets win.
The game is over.
Easy wants to know what's left in the practice squad.
I can show you that.
17 boxes, isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
We did
17 left in that practice squad. We've got Eli Manning on the mini, Edgerrin James, Aiden Hutchinson, Aaron Donald in the Bears Hall of Fame. All of those last four are authentics. And then Sterling Sharp and Garrett Wilson. So the big chase is going to be that Bears Hall of Fame. 9 signatures on that authentic. But Aaron Donald, Hutch, James, all of those 4 are authentics. Eli Manning mini. And then, like I said, Sterling Sharp and Garrett Wilson in the listed headliner section as well. Let me refresh our page, see where we're at on some things. Have things been bought into? Are we still 7 8, Steven? And right now we are still 7 8.
Anyone want to do one more? That's the question. Ronnie says diamond single.
So the one thing I had to check from last night, Steven, that I did not last night, was I was watching a Twitch streamer, and him and his chat were debating Cal Quintrell,
Okay.
pitcher for the Marlins.
Cal Quantrill?
Yeah. Strikeouts against the Angels last night. 'Cause I think it was like 4.5.
Okay.
And his chat was saying, hammer it, hammer it. Look at what he's done against the Angels. And he's like, I just don't know. I don't think he has 5 strikeouts. He was right. He finished with 2. They're like, look at how often the Angels strike out. He goes, I just don't trust him.
Yeah.
Good call not to trust him because he only had 2.
Justin Fields is on the list.
I will say, through the break room, we've seen a couple times now Justin Fields coming in on jet lids now.
Right.
We've seen him on Bear lids. We've seen him on Ohio State lids. We've seen him on Steeler lids. Now we've seen him on Bears lids. Or jet lids, pardon me. I already said Bears.
Jet lag.
Little jet lag there, like that one, like that one. Steve, I'm all excited. Tomorrow, just like Dom tonight, I will also be going to the movies tomorrow. Just not to see the same movie Dom did.
Oh.
I will be taking my talents to the Lilo and Stitch movie.
Nice. Great choice. I was like, the next words better be Lilo and Stitch out of this guy's mouth. Or we're done professionally.
I am actually excited because from what I hear, it's actually Disney live action movies have not been good, but I hear this one's actually good.
Yeah. They're putting in work on this one, right?
Like, okay, honestly, how hard is a Disney live action? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just give me exactly what I saw in a cartoon, but with live people. That's all you got to do.
It is so simple, right?
Just
it is
give me
so
the
simple.
same thing I got.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to change anything. Be new and hip.
It is incredibly simple, but people still mess it up.
I just want to be happy for about 2 hours.
For about 2 hours.
I want to forget about the world. I want to go into a dark room and forget about the world for 2 hours. Is that
Okay.
too hard to ask nowadays?
Just do what Aaron Rodgers does.
Go on a darkness retreat.
Yeah, go on a retreat.
Yeah, but I want my face to be lit up by a TV screen.
Oh, okay. I see.
I need that. What's that called?
I see your quandary.
What's the lights that they say our phone has? I like blue.
The blue light?
I need that hit in my face.
I mean, I guess.
Like these iPad kids. I need to be stimulated for those 2 hours.
All right.
William Maynard. Cowboys would need several helmets.
It's true.
For Hall of Fame players. Is that bragging about the Cowboys or is that a knock at the Bears?
I don't know. Can it be both? It's called the 2-for-1 special.
2-for-1 special. So 4 more minutes. If we're not breaking in 4 minutes, we're out of here, Steven. I'm giving him one last chance. One final salud before we leave. Ronnie took his chance. Ronnie said, I'm going to jump into that diamond single because I want to see one more break happen tonight. Ronnie's saying, last call on the diamond single. I say let's break that diamond single. Let's get a headliner from the Diamonds out on the table, folks. Let's get them out on the table. Again, guys, tomorrow we will be live all day. We'll be in here at 9 a.m. We'll be in here at 12 and 3. We'll be in here at 6 p.m. We'll be here all day like a regular day here in the break room. The break room don't stop. Robbie says all the time. We were even live on Christmas Day last year. Don't know if we'll be live Christmas Day this year. But we were live Christmas Day last year. Steven going to be signing up to doing the Christmas Day show this year?
You wild as heck.
I say
you wild for that one, folks.
Openly that I don't know if we'll be live this year on Christmas because I am taking myself out of consideration for that show in May.
No, I'm watching football and basketball and eating great food and hanging with my children and my family.
So unless Robbie gets like Ripper Mike to sign up for it. Because Robbie will do it. You know Robbie. He loves to be here. Robbie will do it. In his red Christmas suit.
Yeah. That's also the thing. If I was coming in, I'm not matching that. I'm here.
Which I thought he was going to do on Christmas Day last year. No, he did it on Christmas Eve.
Yep.
Thanksgiving, Robbie with the turkey costume. Here's the only problem. We don't have... It's less space behind here than the old one, so how is he going to get the turkey in here?
No idea. He's going to hitch it to his hip.
But one more minute, last call, true last call here on any of the breaks, but that diamond single that Ronnie Insulaco is looking for. Guys, we will be in here again tomorrow, 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m. Steven will be here for 12 and 3. 6 p.m. we'll be in here. Robbie will be with somebody.
Yes, he will be.
He'll be here with somebody, man. So let me give one last click, Steven. Do we have anything sold out? And we do not. So, Steven, that is going to do it for us tonight. Congratulations to some of our big winners from tonight. We got Aaron Custer winning tonight, Chandler Dunning, Tom Kaz, Kyle Disler, Danny Raspberry, Luigi Anthony. We got Steven Lenhart, Tony Sievert, Daniel Birkenhofer, April Burns, and Chris Millard all getting wins tonight. Congratulations, guys. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow for Memorial Day, 9, 12, 3, and 6. For everyone out there, I hope you guys on the last day of Memorial Day weekend have a happy and great Memorial Day. Have a fun Memorial Day. Barbecue with your families. Have the phone on. Get into the breaks while you're barbecuing and everything. But Steven will be here tomorrow, 12 and 3. I'll be next in the room here Tuesday night with K-Dog, and I believe Alex will be here as well. Alex, the new guy, not Alex Tellez. So we'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. for you guys. Thank you guys for everything you do. And as always, have a good one.